Yeah.
Where? It's gonna be down
It's
there.
gonna be on there. You could watch on your phone. Got options. After the zero fucking goes away. Welcome back to the 10 Lions Podcast. I'm your boy Jalani Lion. This is episode 24. In this episode, we will be discussing Donald Trump wins 2024 election, Bronny James assigned to the G League, Lil Durk possibly facing life in prison, Drake versus Joe Budden and DeMar DeRozan, and 2024 Grammy nominees, and super fun games and more. So make sure you watch all the way to the end so you don't miss a single thing. Also subscribe, like, comment, and share. Introducing, welcoming back the one, the only young Quasimodo is in the building. He's fresh to death, ready, looking like he's ready for a Vogue photo shoot. How you doing, guy?
I'm great, God.
Oh man, how you feeling? What's going on?
Healthy, everything.
What you want to say to the people? Any words of wisdom you got?
Hope everybody's well, mentally, spiritually, and physically.
That is a fact. So in my recent conversations with others, the discussing politics, Trump, voting, not voting, Kamala, different things of that nature, they've gone left, they've gone sticky and whatnot. So first and foremost, I just want to give you your flowers. Aren't here publicly, Quasi, just because I think I've said to you off camera that I got hella respect for you as a man, as a black man, as an entrepreneur, as a business owner, as like these different things. And I think it's very, very not rare to see, but very like it's definitely significant. So I just want to just like again tell you how much respect and love I got for you, and I appreciate you being here. Like always love talking to you and having the conversation that we do have. So I just want that to be the starting base for where we start today.
I appreciate that, man.
No doubt, guy. No doubt, guy. So let's get into it. Usually start off with a game. Usually start off with like an activity of some sort, but I think it's best that we just get right to it. Donald Trump wins 2024 election. What are your thoughts?
I'm optimistic.
Okay.
I'm always optimistic.
Okay.
That's my perspective on life. So I'm just, hoping for the best.
I'm glad to hear that. So I got a receipt right here. First one of the day. Tap in this Sunday. We're gonna get to the facts and what we need to do to make sure we take advantage of this booming economy we are about to have. Quasi, you said this on Facebook.
Yeah.
Can you explain that?
So if people are not aware, 12 hours after Trump, the 12 hours leading after Trump won the presidential election, stock market traded over $2 trillion in 12 hours. So that just lets you, like, S&P went to the highest it's ever been. So that just gives you a little peek of what was about to happen, like how business owners and the world is reacting to Trump becoming president again.
Can you explain for our viewers and anybody that could be watching or will be future to watch when this is broken up into different videos, what Trump being president has to do with the stock market?
Well, a lot of people know he's a businessman, obviously. And a lot of people know that he has plans on bringing back businesses to America. People also know that he has plans on creating more jobs by bringing these businesses back, like manufacturing jobs.
Is that everything? Is that everything you have to like say about him doing better for the economy?
That's what we need. I mean, when you think about it, like when GMC and all these other companies is going over to foreign countries, and now there's a lot of men or women who could have had secretary jobs, men on the line building cars or in textile factories, building clothes, but all that stuff is overseas. So the American people, when we had that at one point in time and they took that all away, we've seen a great increase in unemployment rate. So when you bring jobs back, more jobs, new jobs, Well, not new because they was once here maybe like 30, 40 years ago.
Mhm.
But when you bring those back, then you know the economy has to rise with that.
So you think that Trump has a great plan for the economy for America?
I think so with the tariffs, putting tax on things that's not made in the United States, because you can't go and sell your merch or something like at a public trade or a public business in another country. Like Ford can't go sell cars in China for a low cost. They have to pay a crazy tax to be able to sell an American car in China. But we got Toyota, we got Nissan, and all these other Asian cars in America for the cheap. They send it over here for the cheap, and we buying it $40,000, $38,000 at a price, ticket price. So he's saying you want to sell Toyota cars in America, it's going to cost a little more now.
Interesting, Quasi.
Okay. Or you could build the factory in America, and it will lessen your tax.
Oh my God. What's it called? We got a comment.
When you taxing these foreign companies, and now maybe they stop sending stuff over to America, what does that do? That helps the creatives in America be able to build stuff. So now if it's so hard for Louis to get their stuff over here, you as a fashion designer may be able to, we could get another Virgil quicker, faster, more. Maybe not just 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10 Virgils, because now people is wearing stuff made in America.
Hey, Jamila, I don't know if I'm hoping I said your name right. I completely agree with your comment, and we're gonna get to the tariff comment topic in a second. I'm surprised that you think tariffs is gonna make the economy better, because
it's gonna get worse at first, and then it's gonna get better.
Why? Let's break that down. Why the fuck is that gonna be?
Because if we have these sister manufacturers out here where maybe certain parts is getting made in foreign countries and then they send it to America to get assembled, maybe those people might lose a job for a period of time, or it may be a transition into something different the first couple of years.
Well, again, for the people who are watching or who will watch in the future, let's break down what a tariff is. A tariff is a tax imposed by a government on the import or export of goods between countries. Tariffs, this is what Trump is pushing. Tariffs.
By the way, not to cut you off, but to cut you off, all countries have this. So it's not like Trump just coming through like, oh.
Right. No, it's historically.
Like I said,
it's been a thing. It's like not that he invented it, but he's pushing it now.
Ford can't sell cars in China.
Right. Can I finish?
I'm just saying.
Tariffs are a type of trade barrier that can raise prices, reduce the availability of goods and services, and create an economic burden on foreign exporters. So how does any of that make America's economy better? Because like we're saying, a tariff is a tax. And it's a tax on imported goods. Like most of the things in America are imported. So if most of the things,
they didn't used to be.
But if most of the things are imported into the country, and there's a tax, a new added tax on the imported goods, that means they have to be sold for more. So common goods.
Or he's saying if you build a factory in America, you don't have to get taxed.
Some of the most common goods imported into the United States include machinery, including computers and hardware, electrical machinery, vehicles, minerals, fuels and oils, pharmaceuticals, medical equipment, furniture, lighting signs, plastics, gems.
Know basically everything.
Basically everything. So if everything has to be raised to a higher price to buy because having a tariff tax, that's literally fucking the economy. That's literally making the economy worse. That's literally what inflation is. Literally.
Yo.
What's going on? What do you think about?
If the companies are forced to come back to America, how? Now you don't have to pay a tariff tax because you're now
if you get everything in America. If you get everything,
it don't have to be everything, but majority. Like why do all our t-shirts and stuff? Like, come on, bro. Nothing is made in. You can't basically find anything with the made in United States.
But why is that a problem? Why is that a problem? Why is that a problem? Most things are saying made in China. Why the fuck is that a problem?
Because if something happens in China, now we can't get nothing.
But nothing's happened like that. It's been like that for generations.
Look at Corona. What about Corona broke out in China, and we getting all this shit from China, and now all of a sudden we got Corona over here.
So that means we should get tariffs to raise everything?
I'm not saying that's I'm just giving you an example, bro.
I'm just trying to understand.
I'm not saying that's the main reason, but that is clearly a reason. Somebody could bring that up as an argument point.
Is that you can catch a disease from China?
Not that you could catch a disease, but if something happens in these foreign countries and we're dependent on them for our goods and something happens over there, that affects us. Anything. What if somebody decided to bomb China, like a different country?
Your piece fell off.
What if another country decided to bomb China or something? You know what I'm saying? And we getting all this stuff from China. Now what? We can't get nothing because we dependent on them for damn near everything.
But I don't understand why that can't be the fallback. Like you're saying basically now that there's a tariff tax, if you get shit, it's gonna be more expensive.
No, I'm saying only reason why I understand the tariff tax because the main point of if you bring the company back to America or majority, maybe if it's like say if you building 45% of whatever in America, maybe you don't have to pay that much. But at the end of the day, that's bringing jobs and that's going to help our economy. If Hangs is now saying, oh, Hangs come back to America, now we got 50,000 textile factories across America that's building Hang t-shirts and boxers again now. That doesn't create jobs. That doesn't help the economy.
No, you know what? In a way, I see what you're saying. It does. If people are forced to not go the imported goods route and are forced to buy in America made everything, or most things, then that is a way around inflation or whatever. Hopefully, it goes that way.
That's all we can.
Because obviously that's a big if.
But Harris's thing was she was trying to put a tax the rich, and we know that's never going to pass in the Congress. We know that's never going to pass. They've been trying to tax the rich for how many years now, bro?
Well, I got another because we got different comments, and I promise I'm gonna get to the comments. But I gotta pull up this for you because we're talking about the economy, and we're talking about Donald Trump's economy plan, and we just mentioned Harris's economy plan. This is what is it? CNN News? Yep.
To Trump, those vastly superior to Trump. Those are the words.
Now the headline is Nobel economists call Harris's economic plan vastly superior to Trump.
Words used by more than half of the living U.S. Nobel Prize
winners
for economics.
Yes.
We're talking about Vice President Kamala Harris's economic plan. While each of us has different views on the particulars of various economic policies, we believe that overall, Harris's economic agenda will improve our nation's health, investment, sustainability, resilience, employment opportunities, and fairness, and be vastly superior to the counterproductive economic agenda of Donald Trump. Now, the letter points specifically to Trump's tariff and tax policies that they call inflationary.
To me, the most beautiful word in the dictionary is tariff, and it's my favorite word.
But it also highlights one specific point of major concern. Among the most important determinants of economic success are the rule of law and economic and political certainty. And Trump threatens all of these. We're here in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, a critical swing state, talking to voters, and there's no question the economy is a top concern, not just here, but across the country. As of recent polling, 62% of Americans said the economy is bad. The number has actually gotten a little better for the Harris team over the course of the last several weeks. But when you look at the data, one thing is very clear. On the issue of the economy, Donald Trump has long held an advantage and continues to do so. According to one poll, 46-38 over Harris on the most critical issue, the election. Vastly superior.
Bro, they literally asked her, would she change anything in the past 4 years from Joe Biden? She said no. Bro, like, how is her economic plan better? Like, look what we've been going through the past 4 years.
I'm old. I don't know her plan.
Me neither. Nobody does. All she said was she's running to tax the rich.
But she does have one. That's why Nobel economists call Harris's economic plan a vastly
man, ain't
superior
nobody
to Trump's.
Listening to him, man.
Not him, It's not about him. It's more than half of the living U.S. Nobel Prize winners for economics signed a letter of strong support of Vice President Kamala Harris' economic agenda and
That
issue
could be
to start.
propaganda.
So it's fake. It's fake news from CNN.
I'm not saying it's fake. I'm just saying it could be true, but who cares? They put it out just for propaganda reasons.
But this was put out before he won the joint. Like it wasn't put out like afterwards. It was put out before.
Yeah, they sway the votes. Like, what are you talking about?
All right. Well, that's proof. I would think that you would think that would understand that it's proof that she had a better economic plan.
It's proof that people believe that she had a better plan.
But that's their profession, though. Their profession is based upon understanding the data.
But why is all like the business people voting for him then? Why is all as soon as he won, all the top CEOs congratulate him, can't wait to work with him? Why is that?
I mean, they have different agendas, and honestly, he's not. I don't know his demographic for that benefits is not you and I.
How is it not me? I invest in the stock market. Like, what are you talking about?
It's not black people. It's not Latinos. It's not Chinese people. It's not broke people.
We gotta start with this.
It's the rich. Stuff, he's here to make the rich richer.
Race shit, bro. He's here to make who richer?
The rich richer. So
get rich.
Not everyone can do that, Quasi.
Why not?
Not everyone can do that, Quasi, because not everyone's built to get rich. Not everyone.
Okay, so
Trump's not even built to get rich. Trump was born rich. So what are you talking about? Get rich.
There's plenty of people who was born rich and end up broke.
But Trump's. My point is that you said, why not? Can't everyone get rich? Like that's crazy.
There's the opportunity.
But Trump, like that's not your. That's.
What does Trump have to do with everybody else's opportunity?
Because that doesn't.
There's a lot of nepotism, yes, but at the end of the day, there's plenty of people who've been passed down money from generations, and then it's like wealth stops at like the third generation. So it's like just because you born rich don't mean you could keep it.
Okay. Let me just.
The opportunity is there, and the people got to realize like we live in America, bro. We live in the greatest country in the world. We have the most opportunity than any other country in the world. And like the fear monger that people put out there on the internet, people just feed into it, and then it just like fucks with people's mental health. And now they can't think straight, think clear, and man, just focus on what you got to focus on, and everything will be all right. They put these fear tactics out there for a reason. They know emotional rage. They know this.
I cannot wait to play the one video I got for you because it's a rich man talking. But let me read these comments first. Jamila said the United States pays tariffs, which results in inflation. Our next comment said Americans can't manufacture goods at a cheap cost, which is why we're not doing that. LOL. So either way, prices go up. I'm reading comments.
Okay, boom. If you bring a factory back to America, right? Mm-hmm. And now American people saying, oh, we want to get paid this much, we want to get paid this much. Mm-hmm. Union laws, whatever the case may be, right? Mm-hmm. We pay them that much. Obviously, the price is going to equal out. I mean, I don't understand.
Well, you got one person on your side that says it brings jobs back and help the economy. That's from Nashawn.
I don't care anybody on my side.
I'm just saying you got to support.
I'm just saying, like, bruh, like
Jamila, I think you need to like state your case a little more because I wasn't. Americans can't manufacture goods at a cheap cost.
She's basically saying like, if we bring the factories back, we're gonna have to pay the workers too much because we can get shit done over there for 10 cents on the dollar or whatever the case may be.
Okay.
So that's why we're able to get things over here at a reasonable price, I guess.
What's your counterpoint to that? Because now I understand that. That's a fact. So what do you say back to that?
Everything goes up. The price of living, the wages, everything. So it equals out. If you get paid more, what's the problem? And why will it go up? We don't have to pay for it to go all across the Atlantic.
I don't think that's
like make that make sense. If you making a T-shirt, right, and the factory is literally upstate New York, and you go to Target, and all Target had to do was take a bus or 18-wheeler from the factory in upstate New York to the Target in Kingston, pay the fuel. Why do they need to price gouge on the items? You didn't have to pay much for it to get here.
No, I think she's cooking because like you said, if you paying 10 cents on the dollar or whatever it is in a foreign country,
but then you have to pay for the shipping. That's why we have to pay so much now. By the time it gets here, that's why you got to pay all that stuff.
But that's without the tariff. Like it's like the tariff will make it even obviously way crazier.
But if it's made here, you don't.
But you still got to pay you got to pay the workers more.
Okay, that's all you have to pay.
That's still a difference. That's still a difference from paying.
It'll equal out. It will equal out.
How do you know that, Quasi?
Because we can control it.
Because the shipping is not crazy. Just the shipping without a tariff.
It is because you got diesel. You got to pay for gas 3-4 days on that water. Mm. You got to pay for your space on the ship. Mm-hmm. Then you got to pay for it to get taken off the ship onto the dock. Mm. Then you paying for it to get from the dock to the truck. Then you paying for the truck to travel to all these different stores and unload that. And then you were paying for it to get unloaded from the truck to the store, from the back of the store to the shelf.
How much would that add up for you? Like, what you think?
I don't know. I would have to do the research and figure out how much it'll probably cost. But if you go from all that to factory here, from the factory to the bus, from the factory to the truck to the store,
and then paying the workers a proper wage,
boom.
But they weren't originally being paid a proper wage. I just don't know
who says that.
I just no the people in foreign countries. I'm saying I don't know. Just like you said, you didn't know if you had to do the research. I don't know that it evens out by paying either minimum wage or higher, as opposed to paying damn near pennies.
I'm saying
plus shipping.
It can even out because they're in control of the economy. So obviously, if people want to raise tax on things because whatever the case may be, gas is up. Or whatever.
That's still inflation. If you're saying everything goes up, that's inflation.
What do you mean?
Because you were saying the price of living goes up, like the items go up, like whatever the case would be. So it's
all right. But if the unemployment rate is down, and the price, so right now the average person makes about like $37,000 a year, mm-hmm. But the cost of living is probably like 80 to 100. 80 to 100. Yeah. So you see the price gap is like insane. So if we close it, lessen the gap, mm-hmm. then there's no issue.
But if okay,
that's the issue. The issue is the average person makes $37,000 a year, but the cost of living is about 80 to 100.
I feel that. So, but at the end of the day, it still sounds like the big if mad jobs are required and replace mm-hmm. the import of goods, the mass import of goods that we have on mad different things. Like that's the only thing that will make it somewhat logical or beneficial or whatever.
And it's like, bro, there's no more like small farms. All farms is basically owned by big companies. Mm-hmm. So like you bringing back farmers being able to make a living.
I mean, because we was talking about, because you were saying get rich, or I was telling you that I'm not his demographic. Black people aren't his demographic. Poor aren't his demographic. The minorities aren't his demographic.
How if he's literally saying he wants to make America great? That's everybody in America.
Have you heard his first, one of the first things he plans to do is a mass deportation of Latinos?
He said illegal immigrants, not just Latinos.
Okay, so what do you mean? That's still millions of people.
I know Latinos that say, yeah, get them out of here.
So does that make it? That's brainwashed. There's no validity.
How if the American people is voicing their opinion, saying that it's too many illegal immigrants over here, it's overpopulated. The people are saying that. Like, come on, bro. It's not like he's just coming out saying it. People are saying it.
You think blue lives matter? You think all lives matter?
What do you mean?
Do you think blue lives matter?
I think everybody matters.
So how do you feel about the statement that blue lives matter or all lives matter?
I think it's to inflict emotional outrage.
So does it inflict an outrage within you, or
No.
it's just what does it do? Does it mean
Doesn't
nothing
do
to you?
anything. Yeah. I know that people's only saying that because of emotional outrage from Black Lives Matter.
All right. So, but you're not. So, would you say blue lives matter, or would you say like all lives matter? Would you say? Would you wear a MAGA hat? Would you do these?
I wouldn't.
Would you do these different things that obviously incite?
I don't
emotional
feed
outrage?
into the propaganda really. Like I may joke around amongst my friends and stuff, but on a serious note, I don't really feed into the propaganda.
Right, because just because a person from a group of people becomes a part of the problem or does something that incites emotional outrage or whatever, like a Latino that is a citizen says that get other Latinos that aren't citizens out of here. That doesn't mean he's right by saying that. That just means he's conditioned.
But he's not. But you put it on like a single person. Like there's a lot of people saying it. It's not just like one Latino. Like not just Latinos. Every race. I'm pretty sure you could find a person from every race that feels that way. Like okay, yeah, they agree with that agenda.
Do you agree with that agenda?
Man, I believe that everybody should come into the country the legal way.
Do you know that you can come into the country an quote unquote illegal way and become legal, like apply for citizenship?
Okay.
So why isn't that being pushed? Oh my god, I gotta find this video. Why isn't that being pushed as opposed to?
I was pushing it. I was telling somebody was telling me on.
You're
Facebook,
not the president though. Why is the president?
I'm just saying. Somebody on my Facebook was like, "Oh, my neighbor is gonna get deported and stuff." I was like, "Just tell them to apply to get a green card."
Okay, so we talked about deportation. We talked about tariffs plus deportation. We talked about Trump being president. This is a white man, a rich white man, similar to Donald Trump, explaining
why.
What's
his name?
It doesn't matter.
Yes, it does.
Maybe I'll find it. Maybe it's in the caption. Explaining why he voted for Donald Trump. And this is who Donald Trump caters to. And he's obviously, if he's a rich white man, that means he's a businessman, things of that nature. And you were saying that, so why are all businessmen congratulating Trump or happy that Trump won?
Trump when you're so into fact. I want to know how it is you voted for Donald Trump when you're so into facts, because his entire campaign is not based in facts. It was all based in propaganda and emotion.
I voted for Donald Trump for one reason only. His policies, if implemented, would slow the dispossession of whites in the United States. If you were to deport all illegal immigrants, if you were to think very hard about letting in any Muslims, all of this would slow the rate at which whites are becoming a minority.
Why are you so worried about the white dispossession of America?
Because I want my people to survive. Is that so strange? We don't control China. We don't control any place where whites are not a majority. And if we become a minority, we will not control our own destiny anymore.
I grew up in this country as a minority, as the children of immigrants. I was their first child born in America. And while I didn't have much possession or didn't much control, I really enjoyed myself. You say that you wouldn't want me in this country?
At some point, when my ancestors built this nation, they did not build it with the intention of giving it away to Mexicans or Chinese or Asians or to anyone else.
Do you consider, you keep saying your ancestors built this country, you consider that a fact?
Who else built it?
Black people, Native Americans, Chinese people who came and built the railroads.
Do you think none of that could have been
Italian
achieved?
people?
But they're Europeans, aren't they?
Well, yeah, it's the economy, stupid.
Anyway, so
Most
that is who. What?
Bro, like
that is who Donald Trump caters to. That is who Donald Trump is and caters to.
Bro, at the end of the day, right?
Donald Trump does not care about the black people, the Latinos.
Can you go on the IRS.gov right now and fill out a form to start a business?
Sure.
Can you promote that business and become 100x, become a millionaire? Yes or no?
I guess, sure.
Okay then. So like, what are we talking about, bro?
What was that for?
Because you sit here saying he's catering to this demographic. We can become that demographic. All we have to do is become organized and get the money. That's it. But if we get this mindset, oh, it ain't for me, it ain't for me, it ain't for me, it ain't never gonna be for you. Until they start turning us away from making these investments, turning us away from buying property, like deliberately and not like maybe a little gatekeeping. Until it's deliberate, bro, there's opportunity out there for us. And we gotta take advantage of it. Simple as that.
Quasi, I want to say this and I want it to be understood. I appreciate this conversation. It's going swell. But I need you to understand, if Trump plans to take out the Latinos or the illegal Latinos or not citizen Latinos, which is the majority of Latinos in America, if he plans to give states that align with him, because like we were talking about before, he's endorsed it, the right to ban abortions.
You know, he's giving states the right to vote.
Right. But the South heavily is against abortions, but it's fine.
Yeah.
How long do you think? Because it's really not. It could be broken down to rich versus poor or middle class.
It's always been that.
But how long do you think it's going to be before he's getting black people up out of here? Not even necessarily out of here. Not even out of here. Not even out of here. Not even like deported, but killed. Prison.
When you gonna start that in year 3?
What do you mean?
When are you gonna start doing that in like year 3?
I'm just saying, if he caters to white rich men, which
he's not,
we are not,
he's catering to the American.
He's not
people,
even catering to black rich men, because black rich men don't fuck with him, because obviously he's racist. So obviously he doesn't cater to black people.
He may be prejudiced, but he ain't racist.
He may be prejudiced,
and everybody's a little prejudiced. Like, come on.
Can you explain the difference for the people that could possibly see this between being prejudiced and being racist?
I don't think he's out here like trying to hurt black people or hate black people. Now, will he give a white person maybe a job before a black person? Maybe, because for prejudice reasons, maybe. But I'm pretty sure if a black person was in a position of power, he would probably hire a black person before a white person.
Love this conversation.
And an Asian person might hire an Asian person.
Love this conversation. So if you have a boss, a parent, a teacher, a superior authority above you that is prejudiced or racist, sexist, whatever the case may be, don't you think that incites hate, racism, all these different negative things in your followers, the people who are supporters of you? That's why there are so many.
But he denounced all that. He denounced white supremacy many of times. He denounced the KKK many a times. He denounced the leader of the KKK many a times. Say he don't want them to support him. He did it many of times.
So, but what is? I don't understand.
So you saying because these white supremacist people are happy that Donald Trump is winning, that's his fault?
No, but I'm saying that
just because they want to turn up because they feel like Donald Trump might be whatever they paint him out to be, that's not his fault.
So let me guess. What I'm about to show you is not his fault.
It depends.
Nah, I already know that's what you're about to say. This is a Republican, a white Republican, who's obviously in favor of Donald Trump. Let's see what he has to say about this, about the
what's his name?
Abortion ban. We'll go over that in a second.
The feel when we control your bodies. Hey.
Bro, I'm not with the abortion stuff, bro.
Nick Fuentes is his name. But it's
all Nick Fuentes. Come on, bro. This guy is an extremist.
Control your bodies. Guess what? Guys win again. Okay.
Look at this stuff.
He said, and you know when he said this? When Donald Trump won.
He's an extremist.
Yes,
we got to go over it.
Hi, I'm your Republican congressman. Hi, I'm your.
And he's a congressman.
Republican congressman. It's your body, my choice. And men, women again. Men win again. There will never, ever be a female president. Never. There will never be a female president.
I think I'm good on that.
Yeah, like what?
Because that's so relevant,
Bro, but there's extremists on both sides, bro. There's good people and there's bad people, bro.
Okay.
That's the way life is. Like,
as
when
far
God
as
created everybody, he created good and bad.
can you give me an example of that? If Kamala would have won, or like what were the extremists in the Democrat? What's the Democrat version of that? What are the extremists with if Kamala would have won, who would have made a statement like that?
The girlies.
Expand.
We run the world, girls. Who run the world, girls?
So that's
Who run this motherfucker?
is that a damaging statement, or is that
saying
even extreme?
No.
So what are you talking about? What point are you making right now?
That they you asked me who came out.
So he would. So you're saying he was an extremist, and your point, your counter to that is that if Kamala would have won, they would have celebrated. He's celebrating in like a vicious, sexist, predatory way.
Because I don't have the same viewpoints as these people, they may take certain people coming out saying like gay rights or transgender rights in schools are now here. So some people who don't align with those ideologies might view that as extreme.
Saying people's fucking rights are here, like people have rights. That's extreme.
To some people, the transgender stuff is extreme.
Is it, Quasi?
I don't care. I told you I don't care.
But so we having a conversation because you're saying to me, he's an extremist clearly, and he's a damn near a predator. Like I wouldn't trust him around any female that I fucking know. Yeah. Wild shit. But you're saying the opposite is. I'm celebrating that you have rights.
But because I align with this ideology that's an extreme, that's why I can say that. There's some people saying like, yeah, celebrating with them. You see what I'm saying? And then when you counterpoint that, some people might say people celebrating for the transgender rights is extreme. The same way he's quote unquote celebrating the Roe versus Wade.
But one is celebrating you have rights versus being
because
evil.
You align with that viewpoint. Is the reason why perspective is everything,
brother. So it's like back to the civil rights. Like when black people were able to get rights,
and there were some people that were mad, bro.
and they were racist. So it's like they were racist. They were ugly, evil people. So it's not like
bigot.
Right. So but like
sexist.
But you're kind of co-signing, or like you're saying that you're saying that you understand. You say
yes, I am, because I understand everything. Well, not everything, but I try to see from other people's point of view.
Okay.
I don't always think like my
I get what you're saying
is the only way, because there's billions of people out here and everybody don't feel
you don't have to say that your way is the only way, but there is a right and a wrong, a good and an evil.
But who's to say in your life is good and evil, and his life is good and evil. Everybody's living their own life. So nobody's to say like this main thing is good and bad. Like obviously certain things we can agree upon as a or society. Mm-hmm. Like we know you shouldn't just murder somebody for no reason or harm a child for no reason. Like, you know what I'm saying? Obviously we can agree on certain things as universal, good and bad.
But the way you're defending it is
transgenderness like or being okay with abortion. That's that individual's perspective. Like, so it's not like whole wave the wand like that's automatically bad. That's automatically good.
You lost me with the wand shit. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Because like everybody is not gonna agree on it, but majority is not gonna agree on it. You see, but majority of people will agree murdering somebody for no reason is bad. But clearly, majority of people is not agreeing on can people have abortions or not? Should transgender be taught in school to children or not? Clearly, majority's not agreeing on it.
Okay, so we can agree that he's a predator,
person. We can.
Do you think the majority can?
Maybe, but there's gonna be some people out there that might agree with him.
because he's a white supremacist, so he's racist. So like that's what I'm saying. Like when you are these things, when these labels, you are a part. Like these labels define you. It doesn't really matter. Like if someone was like, "Oh, I agree with him," because like it's not a matter of agreeing or not agreeing.
Yeah, but labels is a society. Like what labels is? He's still human. Labels is a society thing at the end of the day. So just because he's all these things, would you want something bad to happen to him?
I would want.
Or would you want something bad to happen to him? Or would you rather have an experience to where he may happen to change his mind and have different viewpoints?
Yeah, Donald Trump winning fucking the election clearly wasn't the one. Like, he's not going to change the way that he's viewing things because this is what happened. This is how he felt after Donald Trump won. That's what I'm saying. His win, his election incites hatred and evil in people.
But it does it regardless. There's good and bad people. When Obama won, there was people that was mad.
But it's not. He wasn't pushing a hateful message.
It don't matter. But when he won, there was still people that was mad. So now they pushing hate because they mad.
But okay. But what do you think pushes more hate? Someone who is hateful, is prejudiced, is sexist, with all these different things, leading the country, or some people that are just mad because someone that is not pushing that agenda. Like, I mean, do you get what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
If he's pushing that type of shit, obviously everyone's gonna come out of the woodwork.
I don't think Donald Trump is pushing that rhetoric that you're saying.
Okay.
Now, don't pull up no clips before he was president.
Florida has rejected adding a state constitutional amendment guaranteeing access to an abortion. That needed 60% of the vote to pass. And Margaret, this is a victory for Governor Ron DeSantis in that state. And now doesn't it mean that most of the South has very restrictive abortion policies?
Very restrictive. And for this state, it is also important because Donald Trump endorsed the no. So
what'd I tell you? Didn't I tell you that he endorsed the abortion bans? No, yeah, exactly.
Just because she said it?
I'm giving you I'm saying this is from the news, bro. That's
CBS News. No. They're saying he pushed the no because he doesn't align with it. He doesn't believe that a woman should get an abortion after the 7th, 8th, and 9th month. That's what he believes.
Week, not month, week.
Or whatever, week. That's what he believes. So that's why they saying he pushed the no. He's not saying that's law. He's saying that's what he believes.
So you're endorsing it.
Bro, that's his belief.
You're also giving states.
So be a free thinker. Like, what the freak, bro? Like, we got so many sheep. Oh, just because the president.
No, but it's more than that, bro.
Bro.
It's one thing. So if you have that belief,
I don't care what the next man believes. I'm not going to change it. It's
not because it's more than that. Because it's one thing if that's just your belief. If that's your belief, that's your prerogative. But if you're giving states that you know align with that belief the power to let the people vote, the people that are not women, men are voting whether women can have abortions or not, and you know that you have the belief, you're doing something outside of your belief. You're now giving the power to men.
He doesn't believe in abortions.
Okay, so it's more than just a belief. Now you're taking action, and instead of snapping your finger and saying no more abortions, you're leaving it to the
women that don't
countries.
believe in abortions either.
Okay, so those women shouldn't get abortions.
So you believe that when a woman gets pregnant, a man should have no say so? Like,
that's between those two
individuals.
Yes, that pair, that couple. Yes, they should. I'm not saying he probably. That's a different conversation.
Yeah.
But that's a more reasonable, logical conversation.
Yeah.
Giving states the vote whether they can ban abortions after the 6th week of a pregnancy, when most women don't even know that they're pregnant until like at least 8 weeks or so, like whatever. Like you're screwing however many people.
Again, I don't think
some people will just say just let them have a hanger and do what they gotta do, whatever.
I don't think
we wouldn't say that.
We should govern that. Like, I don't believe in governing the abortion thing. If somebody wants to have an
Kamala
abortion,
wouldn't have.
If somebody wants to have an abortion, let them have an abortion. If they don't, they don't. Like.
But now Florida's the first state. I think you said Texas too.
Texas, yeah.
That's doing that. And then I believe I heard that if they go, I don't know.
If they go out and get
it, they can have
that's all crazy
consequences for it and whatnot. And that's all under Trump. Oh, let's get to Good brother Haas McComb, he had a comment.
He did say there's exceptions, like
exceptions.
Yeah, like rape, incest, and life of a mother.
I mean, hopefully now you gotta like pull up with receipts. Like, yo, this is an exception or whatever. Like, not just
if the mother's life's on the line, they'll perform their abortion. If you got raped, they'll perform their abortion. That's what they saying. They saying they don't want to kill fetuses for no reason.
Good brother Haas McComb.
That's what they saying.
Good brother Haas McComb said, "Men believe in women's rights. Who said that men don't? The problem is we don't support murder." Now, if a woman, I don't know why we're laughing because this is the serious shit. He messing it up. The problem is we don't support murder. Now, if a woman has medical issues in which the baby has complications and she has to abort to save a life, in that case, then she has to make that decision. If you are a real man, you will agree and support not only women's rights, but also the rights of the child/baby. Do you agree? Do you agree with that statement?
No, because these people don't even really think about what they're saying.
Who's these people?
Like these people that is like, oh, no, abortion is murder, right? You want to scream is murder, but you'll turn around and kill somebody for committing a crime.
Right.
So, like, are you pro-life or not?
Yeah. Facts.
So that's why it doesn't make sense to me when they be like, oh, it's murder, this, that, and third. You know, because like the same people the same people will turn around and be like, oh, he committed this crime, death penalty.
Right. Exactly. Yeah. Well, I mean,
the same states that's abandoning abortion is the same states that got the death penalty.
Yeah, Haas McCone, you got some explaining to do because two people here don't align with that comment.
And like respect for the baby. I mean,
since we're talking about Trump, we might as well just get it all the way. According to the Washington Post, in an article a year ago, well, maybe it was published. The article was published. This article was published more than 1 year ago. The judge clarifies, yes, Trump was found to have raped E. Jean Carroll.
Yo, why he not in jail then?
He's a billionaire.
Bro, come on, bro.
What's the question here? What's the question here?
Because you got a billionaire, you can't go.
He was convicted of 33 felonies. Why is he? Huh?
They were misdemeanors.
Every article says they were felonies. They're all misdemeanors.
Look it up.
All right. Well, rape isn't a misdemeanor. So what are we talking about? Why are you dying?
Because that man ain't rape nobody, man. Like what, bro?
So why is this article on the Washington Post saying that the judge clarified this?
It's propaganda, bro. Like, so the media don't lie. So the Wall Street Journal never came out with no lies, no propaganda stories to hype something up.
So what is me citing my sources? Like, what is that? Like, is there no point to it? Because like, if Fox News, CNN, judge clarifies.
So did he get proven guilty of rape?
The headline says judge clarifies, yes, Trump was found to have raped E. Jean Carroll.
So did he get proved guilty?
He might not. I mean, he might not. I guess not. I don't know.
All right then. So like, what are we talking about, bro?
What are we talking about? So just because he didn't go to jail for it, that means he didn't do it?
He should be in jail if he did it. Is what I'm saying. So clearly he didn't do it.
So why is the judge clarifying?
Why didn't that judge detain him at that courthouse?
I don't know that, Quasi. I'm not there for that.
Saying, like,
so the judge's line, or that's fake. This is fake. Washington Post is putting out fake news.
It must be a fake article. It has to be, because ain't no way a judge gonna say found guilty on rape, but you free to go.
Bro, he didn't go to jail or prison for nothing. 33 felonies or misdemeanors. He didn't go to jail or prison for none of that.
They didn't.
So what are we talking about?
He was time to serve on those.
Huh?
Maybe there was no time to serve.
Okay, Quasi.
I'm just saying, like, all of a sudden Trump is this bad guy, but like before he wanted to be president, everybody loved him. Like Oprah Winfrey literally had her on his show asking this man to run for president, and then when he tries to run for president, now you're trying to chastise him. Like, bro, like what, bro? That makes no sense, bro. He literally was on Oprah Winfrey's show. She literally asked this man, "Will you ever become president?" "Oh, I think you'll make a great president." Says this. runs for president, and now you're trying to say he's a bad guy?
Quasi,
All of a sudden.
Quasi, I'm not gonna lie to you. That point, I see where you're going with that point, but just because Oprah said he should be president doesn't mean like that.
No, what I'm saying
that doesn't correlate to the country feeling like he's a bad person.
Okay, the country. What I'm saying is, right, if you say this 20 years ago, and now the guy tries to run for president, and now you're saying, oh, he's a bad guy.
Bro, not everyone was saying it was just. That shit was.
I'm talking about Oprah specifically.
Oprah, maybe Oprah still fucks with him. I don't think
she does. She came out and back.
She was wrong. Then she was fucking. She realized, damn, that shit was fucking wrong.
It's clearly freaking propaganda, bro. It's clearly propaganda. It's clearly the Democrats. Propaganda, bro. It's propaganda. To get the people to vote for Democrats, vote for Republicans. For me, honestly, I say, especially for black people, we need to leave the politics alone and organize and start building back our own communities.
Okay.
Because the politics ain't doing nothing but separating and dividing us. Doing exactly what they want. They already know we not organized. They already know we the fucking least educated. They know this shit at the top, bro. So, like, they just looking down laughing, bro. And we just keep feeding into this shit. Like, every 4 years, and then throughout the 4 years.
Who do you think pushes more separation? Donald Trump or Kamala Harris?
Both. Not Kamala. No, it's not. And it's not neither one of them. Neither one of them.
Nigga, which one? You just said both.
Neither one of them. It's the freaking people above them. It's the It's the Democratic Party. It's the Republican Party. It's people that's at power. People that really have the power, not these presidents.
What we've talked about today alone, how does Donald Trump not push separation if he's talking about deportation?
He's saying that because that's what the American people want, bro. The American people want that. The people have spoken, and he's saying that. Like, why you think that's why he literally ran ad campaigns, and the most one that got the most traction was the mass deportation. So clearly, that's what the people want. The American people is clearly saying they want the mass deportation.
I'm missing the YouTube comments. Let's see what the YouTube comments.
Because they think that the jobs is getting taken away, acting like knowing damn well they're not gonna be out there picking strawberries and shit.
Francis said we need LGBT rights. Even Mike Tyson supports LGBT. It's time for you to join us. That's what Francis said.
They have their rights. Obama gave it to them. You can get married gay. You could get there's gay marriages.
For now.
He didn't say he was taking that away.
Until that gets banned.
He didn't say he was taking away that. He said he was taking away the transgender stuff.
Spooky times we live in. Is there anything else
you pro-trans?
Am I pro-trans?
Yeah.
Meaning what?
Are you pro-trans?
Like,
do you support transgenders?
As long as they're not hurting nobody, I don't see why not. Like as long as they're not hurting nobody, as long as they're not like spreading hate, as long as like they're not like doing hateful shit, like I don't see.
They say it's only like 5% anyway of the world population.
Okay, so like there's no reason for you not to quote unquote support somebody who just wants rights.
You support it in schools, being taught in schools and stuff.
What do you mean being taught?
Like
how to become
curriculum about.
I wouldn't. I mean, I never heard of it, but I'm sure. Like, if it was a part of like health class, I wouldn't be like opposed to it because like everything else is a part of health class. Like, it's health.
Let's talk about RFK Jr., who's a part of Trump's cabin, and who's about to shut down the FDA, shut down all these chemicals that's being put in the food. Let's talk about the positive stuff that Trump's about to do, though. People always want to do with this emotional outrage.
Enlighten me.
Talk to me. He's about to come through, ban all these chemicals. You probably won't be able to drink that no more.
Okay.
He's about to ban all these red 40, yellow 4, all these dyes and chemicals that they put in the food. All the stuff they spraying on the farms. You know, Bill Gates in China owns like 80% of the farms in the U.S.
Okay. I'm listening. I'm waiting
He's breaking all that up. bringing back farmers, bringing back good soil. So, like, come on, like, Trump is about to do some good stuff. And it's not only him, it's his team that he's bringing with him.
I just need way more than that he's going to...
Man, that's all I need, man. That's great enough for me.
There's literally a stack of
a
mountain. We could talk about
poison in the food. There's literally stuff that, all right, if you buy Frosted Flakes in the United States versus the UK, you two totally different ingredients. Why? Same company, same brand. Why does theirs say corn, milled corn, and maybe like vanilla for flavoring, and that's it? But we got a whole paragraph.
Okay.
Come on. Who's doing that to us?
I guess.
The health organization that's supposed to be looking out for our best interests. The people at the top. The same people putting out these propaganda campaigns to try to make you not vote for what's about to happen in America, the good stuff.
So
the same people who's lining their pockets with the dollars because they're spraying these chemicals to make food grow faster, so they making a money ROI faster. No, we're not doing that no more. RFK is coming in and he's shutting that shit down.
Okay. I'm not saying that Trump ain't gonna do anything good for but it's like when you say that one thing.
That's very important.
That's very important.
That's
hopefully it happens.
That's like right after economics.
Food?
Yes.
Okay, I'm just making sure.
Because, bro, I seen the one thing, they took a Dorito, put it under a microscope. Bro, there's literally live parasites on the fucking chips.
That's not good. I don't like that.
Like, I'll never eat a Dorito. Like, bro, that's what I'm saying. That's what they doing to the food to us in America. The same chemicals banned in these other countries, they allowing it in our food.
I mean, as important as that is, I just feel like that's such an easy fix that it's
so why ain't been fixed? Why has it been going on for the past 30 years?
I don't know, bro.
Oh,
it wasn't
because the Democrat Obama ain't care about it.
Like you said, he was president for 4 years.
Obama ain't care about it,
and Trump was president for 4 years too, and he didn't do it either.
He literally admits it, and he literally admits that he picked the wrong team. He got bamboozled. He said he picked the wrong team. He had the wrong people around him. He couldn't do the right thing. This time he knows what he's doing. He got the right people around him.
Okay. It's gonna make for some good reels. Come
on, we getting the food. Make America healthy again. That's what RFK.
That's the next
That's RFK slogan.
Okay. All right. Anything else concerning Trump before we move on to the next topic? I feel like we covered a lot of ground.
People just need to do what they gotta do, regardless of who.
How long have we been talking about Trump for? I don't even know.
That's because the emotional outrage is just insane.
I'm trying to see how long we've been talking about this guy. An hour. That's a good video right there. That's a good clip. All right. Let's move on. Unless you got anything else. People just need to do what they got to do.
Do what you got to do. Save, invest your money, man. Stop being so caught up in consuming. Invest.
All right,
for your future.
Before we move to the next topic, let me just ask these couple questions. I feel like it's kind of like a review of what we've discussed. Donald Trump wins 2024 election. What does this mean for women?
I don't know. I'm not a woman. I don't know
how you don't have to be a woman.
I mean, I don't know, bro.
To have some type of insight.
What do you mean? What does it do for them?
If we said, we just got done discussion that Trump has given the states the power to give the people of the states the right to vote for an abortion ban for women.
I guess it makes it harder for women to get abortions.
Makes it harder for women to get abortions. Like that clip. Let's talk about that, because like the clip that we talked about where it was Nick Fuentes, I believe, had that weird, nasty, evil message. There are also other people with the same mindset, because he was saying men control your bodies. You don't control your bodies. You don't have rights to your bodies. Men control your bodies. Like rape, whatever doesn't get me canceled, is a high topic now because it's encouraging that sick mindset or whatever. So it's a real reality or possibility that rape will go up alongside with murder because
it went up when they let the migrants in.
Immigrants?
Yeah.
What do you mean? What?
Rape went up.
When did they
look it up?
When did they let the migrants
in New York City? Look it up.
So what's your point? Are you saying that it doesn't matter because it went up in another scenario?
No.
So what was the point? What was your point?
Bad is bad. Like there's been bad going. This bad's been happening. Is my point.
But if it gets worse,
we just need to focus on being good people. When we focus on the negativity, you attract it.
Right. You and I can agree with that. But you and I aren't the fucking weirdos that are saying that we men control women's bodies.
So protect the women around you. Protect the women around you.
Yeah, the easiest, the most effective way to do that is not to have elected Trump, because now you have different people. People wouldn't be saying that.
Yeah, they would.
How would they say that, bro? How would they say that? Because Kamala wasn't going to give states the right to vote for abortion bans. Trump did. Now, as a result, fucking weird ass white supremacists, weird ass men, white men, all types of weird ass men are saying that they have control over women's bodies because of Trump. It's not exactly direct, but it's an indirect result of electing Trump to be the president. So rape is a high possibility of going up. Murder is a high possibility of going up because of racist people.
So what do we got to do to fix it? Because Trump already won, so we can't be like, oh, it's happening because we voted for Trump. Okay, Trump won. What's the solution?
Is LeBron your man or not?
What's the solution? No, what's the solution? Because we love to focus on
what's it called?
Black people love to focus on the problem, but we never want to.
The solution was not electing him in the first place.
All right, but
now that he's the president, you gotta protect your family. You gotta protect yourself.
And what happened? And we've been had to do that. We had to do that before he was the president.
Okay, and guess what?
He's the president.
It would have been you would have been living in a safer America for women, for Latinos, for minorities, for Black people, for kids, for children, for all these different type of groups of people. Had he not been elected president, had Kamala been elected president,
it's gonna be safe regardless.
It's gonna be safe regardless? No, it's not. We just talked about rape and murder going up. How is that gonna be safe regardless?
People want it to happen by speaking it, by saying it. That doesn't mean. Yo, listen. These fascist, sexist people coming out and saying this shit on the internet. These niggas are just talking, bro.
No.
Most of these niggas are just talking.
Yes and no. Because just like Trump is prejudice, is on the whole list of lines, he has people below him that look to him as like a god, as a king, and moves accordingly. You see it. Niggas stormed the fucking Capitol, like just out of a whim. Like I don't know, it was like however many people, 100 people, whatever, how many of his supporters did that. Never before has that been done. So you can't say, huh?
That's what the Constitution is for. Like, bro, we control the government. You know that, right? We control the government as the people. That's what the Constitution is for. The people versus the government. So if we don't fight for our rights, they'll get taken away.
Can you agree?
Simple as that.
Can you agree that there are people on the internet that are just talkers, but they have a voice in their and they have followers that are not talking, that believe and then act on their own accord. Yes. So exactly. So the people that follow and look up and idolize Trump will move on their own accord.
The people that out here saying
Nick Fuentes, women, bro. Nick Fuentes is under Trump. He has a voice.
He say he under Trump. How is he under Trump?
How is he not?
I'm pretty sure Trump never said, "Oh, Nick Fuentes, he's a good guy. I endorse him." Trump said that. Trump said Nick Fuentes.
Trump's latest dinner guest, Nick Fuentes, white supremacist. The former president's table for four at Mar-a-Lago on Tuesday also include. Let
me see.
What? Here? You think I'm reading my own handwriting?
No, I just want to see where the article comes from.
All right, there you go. What now, bro? Because this is real.
Also includes Kanye West. Bro, there's a dinner. Bro, what? So you trying to tell me you made it seem like Trump had a one-on-one sit down with this guy?
So because
it was a charity dinner and Nick Fuentes was there.
He was his dinner guest. He
It was
invited.
a charity dinner.
He was
And
invited.
Nick Fuentes was there,
And
bro.
he invited Nick Fuentes to his dinner.
Bro, anybody could type up, bro. All right, whatever. He invited him. I'm doubt it. He literally, I can show you.
My words was, what were my words? I said that he was.
But I can show you videos of Trump denouncing white supremacy.
I said that.
Okay. So what are you saying?
But it doesn't matter if you denounce it. If you're.
So he's not aligning with it,
bro. If your views still align with it, I could say I don't fuck with. I could be racist and say like against black people and say I don't fuck with the KKK though. Who the fuck cares if I'm still racist against black people? I still align with the KKK. My views still align.
But what
all I said was that Nick Fuentes was under Trump. I didn't say that Trump is endorsing Nick Fuentes. What is Nick Fuentes in that picture wearing? A MAGA hat.
So?
Because he's under Trump.
Kanye West was there too. It says that in the statement.
I'm not supporting fucking Kanye West. Kanye West is a nut job. So what was that point?
How's he a nut job?
Because everything that we're talking about, if you are a black man knowing that he's prejudiced to black people and you are wearing a MAGA hat, supporting him, blah, 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 endorsing him, and literally Kanye West especially has had mental breakdowns after mental breakdowns publicly, which is wilding.
Says who?
The news. It's and
propaganda.
And cameras.
It's
been recorded.
I never seen it. I've never seen Kanye West have a mental breakdown.
We can do a different episode. We can explore Kanye West's mental health because it's been like documented. Like
that's propaganda.
Yo, is that the word of the day? You said that like a
bro, because that's what makes the freaking world go around. Conspiracy theories and propaganda, bro. Like that's what makes the world go around. Like what? Are you serious?
When you say it's propaganda, what do you mean?
Mass media putting it out there to make people think a certain way.
So not documentation because it's been
they write the documents. Like what?
Well, so what about someone recording a mental breakdown?
That's different.
Okay, because Kanye West is being recorded. There's different examples of it. Quasi, we're talking about Trump and different things. Like,
yeah, because
Kanye West is a whole different topic.
Him saying slavery was a choice. He had a mental breakdown.
Like, was slavery a choice to you?
Was it people breaking away?
Yeah.
Oh, so then yeah. Because like
breaking away and dying.
So
slavery was a choice because that's what I'm saying. Kanye West is a whole different topic.
So would you become a slave right now?
They didn't choose to become a. You're actually
right now. Said Jalani, slave or die. What you picking?
If they said it, I would say die. Obviously.
All right then.
But I've also lived. No, don't do that. I've also lived the life of a free man.
So what?
For the last 28 years. People were born into slavery.
We don't want to get into the slavery topic.
Yeah, hell no.
Bro, how you gonna say all black people were slaves when it was black people with money back then?
When's back then to you? What are we talking about?
What time period?
Exactly. You said back then. When back then?
When back then? You tell me when. Any time period, black people had money.
Listen.
Massa Musa.
Listen.
Money.
Okay. Yeah.
So what?
Okay, what is that?
That's AD. Like, bro, we been getting to the back.
We not saying.
So tell me how you gonna sit here and say all black people were slaves when there was black people with millions of dollars or money, whatever it equated to, at the same time niggas were slaves. So to me, it seems like it's always been about rich and poor. It's always been about rich and poor. How?
Why can't there be both? There's a period of time where there was
I'm talking
few people that were rich, few black people that were rich, and there was a period of time where there were mass people that were enslaved. Why is that? Why can't two be true?
I'm saying the poor people were slaves, and the rich people wasn't. So to say like all black people,
Mansa Musa wasn't in America. So what are we talking about?
So what?
We're talking about American slavery.
Bro, and all I'm saying is, to me, and from my research, slavery was about economics. Same way it is now, it's just some people work minimum wage, some people own a business. What's the difference? You own a plantation, you work on a plantation. Bro, it's just modern day slavery. It's always been about wealth. It's always been about money, and maybe it's been harder for maybe tables have turned somewhere in history and made it harder for black people to obtain their wealth because of the psychological shit that they have learned and how to program people's mind and the way people think. And they know if they put out certain messages, it brings people into a lower thinking or a lower vibration. And now
I agree with that.
Emotion.
I agree with that.
So that set us back. We may have been set back, but I'm not jacking that all black people were slaves and we just all come from the plantation and we just got to figure it out and we all started. I'm not jacking that, bro. I'm not. There may have been a time period where we have been set back due to not having enough knowledge or they did something to take that away from us.
I'm not saying all black people were slaves either, but the people that were literally captured, raped, taken to on a ship with like bodies on top of bodies.
Nobody want to talk about black people had slaves too.
Is that American history? Are we talking about American? Because they definitely didn't have slaves when they was slaves in America.
So you
trying in American history?
You trying to tell me? You trying to tell me?
Wait, what's going on? What's going on?
You trying to tell me? At one point in time in America, it was only rich white people and slaves black people.
As far as I know, Quasi.
Bro, what? Do some more research. That's all I can say.
Okay.
Do some more research on slavery.
I will. Before, like I said, that was just for my question. What does this mean for women? It seems like it got out of hand.
For what does this mean for women? It seems like a lot of women are very, very, very scared, very upset, and I just feel like we should do what we always had to do: protect women. Always, I always stood on that. Like,
okay,
protect women.
Donald Trump wins 2024. What does this mean for Latinos?
I mean, you see, they came out and voted for Trump, so I don't know.
But that's what I'm saying. But that's a brainwashing because there's women.
But why? How come you can say it's brainwashing that way, but not brainwashing the other way?
Are you asking that for real?
Yes.
What do you mean? What do you mean? If I say it's brainwashing what other way? Voting for Kamala?
Yeah.
How would it be brainwashing for Kamala? She's not threatening to deport anybody. She's not threatening or she's not endorsing taking away people's rights. So how would it be brainwashing for a group of people to vote for Kamala? She's not threatening any group of people.
But people don't want a lot of immigrants freely in America.
Okay, but to your point, you just said why is it brainwashing one way and not the other?
Maybe not that so V versus V that situation versus that situation as far as deportation, but there's other messages that could be put out there to brainwash people.
Such as?
I don't know. I don't know her. She didn't come out with no policy, so it's like.
All right, so but at that point you're talking out of your ass. If you have no examples, like saying that.
I'm just saying, as far as Democrats and Republicans, they both come out and put out messages to try to brainwash people to vote for them.
But I'm not saying. See, that's what I'm saying.
You saying they brainwashed the Latinos is brainwashed. I'm saying both parties put out messages to brainwash.
Right, but I'm not saying. I'm saying it's brainwashed for you to know that he's coming after a group of people. He's doing something against a group of people.
But he ain't coming after them.
Who?
The people that voted.
What do you mean?
The same Latinos that voted, he ain't coming after them because they're illegal.
Yeah.
So they ain't worried about it, clearly.
But he's still coming after their group of people.
But
Latinos.
Clearly they don't care because they came out and voted.
But that's why you're brainwashed. Because if you're
brainwashed, maybe they don't care.
If you're Latino, you definitely either have family or friends that are not citizens in America.
And maybe they want them to get in the right way. What's wrong with that?
What? But that's brainwashing. That's what I'm saying.
But I don't see how. Maybe that's their opinion.
If what's it called? If Trump says, if you vote, you can vote for me, blah blah. There's benefits to it, but all your family, the family in your household, gotta be homeless. And I vote for him. I'm brainwashed because I'm.
Hold on. Say that again.
If Trump pitches his campaign or whatever, says there's benefits or whatever, but he says the kicker is or the catch is that everyone in your family got to be homeless, or the family in your household got to be homeless, except you.
That's extreme.
It's the same thing.
No,
as deportation. That's what deportation is.
Back to their country.
bro,
He's not
you
saying,
gotta get the example.
Your family gonna be homeless. Like what, bro?
If they're getting kicked. If one's getting kicked out of the house, one's getting kicked out of the country, bro. It's a pretty like decent example.
No, because you're going back to your country. You're telling somebody they gotta sleep
get out
outside.
the house. Okay, not homeless. Okay, not homeless. Since we gotta be fucking like specific, we play semantics at this point. Not homeless, but they gotta get out of the house. They gotta find a new home. They cannot live with you anymore.
Okay.
So that if I say that my family, let's say my family, like my kids, my wife, whatever the case it be is, they gotta go if you vote for me, and I still vote for them, vote for him. I'm brainwashed because I'm thinking more about myself.
Yeah, that don't mean you're brainwashed, bro. That does not mean you're brainwashed. That just means you align with whatever he offered you. You feel like that's better than having your family in your house.
So like if say it's black people, then let's make it more specific. Mm-hmm. If it's black people, if he says you vote for me, he says there's benefits to voting for me, but he says if you vote for me, half the black people in America gotta go back to Africa, or gotta go to China, or gotta be imprisoned, whatever the case it be is, and you still vote for him. You were brainwashed.
I don't see why you think they're brainwashed. Why can't they just believe? Why can't they just want whatever he's saying?
Because the women, we go from different groups of people to different groups of people. If you are a woman,
now the women is different.
If you are a woman,
came out and voted crazy for Trump. Hmm? Now I don't understand that because it's like
that's brainwashed, is it not?
No, maybe they follow their husband.
They brainwash something. Then their husbands brainwash them because you are going against a mass. Your mass group of people, you're going against yourself.
Or they could not believe in abortion. It could be numerous things.
Bro, you cannot, but it's still taking away someone's rights. So, like, whether you will believe, that's what we talked about before. You can have your own beliefs.
You got no rights if you in America illegally.
I'm talking, if we're talking about women.
Oh, yeah.
And you should definitely have rights if you're in a.
You got human rights.
Right.
Yeah, nobody's saying that.
I mean, you don't got those rights. I mean, you technically still have human rights, but you won't be an American with them. You'll be fucking deported back to Mexico.
Well, like, why can't Colombia buy and come in the country the right way? You can't just. Why
can't that be the situation?
Bro, why is it America? Like, you can't just go to China. These motherfuckers can't just go to Russia. How they come into America? Right. So, like, I don't understand, like, why everybody think that that's such a huge deal when you can't go to England. You can't just walk into England. How people just walking into America, honestly,
bro. See, this is not like, even my stance, but I know people. The counter to that is that's how America was founded. Literally, white people came to America. They didn't have they weren't citizens. They didn't take no citizenship. They took the shit. They took the shit over. Now it's mad ironic that
you can't use that as a point because at that point in time, that's how everything was found through war. People was literally traveling, fighting over land, and conquering land. That's what was happening back then. So you can't use that rhetoric in today's society.
It's just ironic.
That don't make no sense. Because the same people that was traveling over here, went over there and conquered that land, went over there and lost, didn't win that land, came over here, fought, lost, win. Like, come on, bro. That's what was going on in that time period.
Deportation is like potentially debatable. I feel like the abortion.
And I don't even think he's gonna do it anyway. Like, I don't think the mass deportation.
It's one of his first plans, bro.
No, his first plan is not transgender.
What is that?
He said he's signing the some bill to where they can't teach it in school, and there's only two genders or something like that. No more pronouns or something like that.
Like, that's just a weird rule. Like, I mean, to each his own. It's just like. There's so much more to like give your energy to. Like, who cares?
But the mass deportation, like, let's be for real, bro. Like, the average American is not about to be out here picking no strawberries, picking no blueberries, picking no corn, working on no field. Like, stop. They're not about to get rid of all these immigrants, bro. Stop.
I'm glad we're having this conversation, Quasi, because we both learned a lot today.
He could have just, like, he running that just to get, like, come on, bro. He might deport some. They said it's like $80 million a year. Or like $80 million to deport 1 million immigrants or something like that.
Remember that thought for me. I gotta start. No links to these joints. Oh, here we go.
American people delivered a resounding victory for President Trump, and it gives him a mandate to govern as he campaigned, to deliver on the promises that he made, which include on day one launching the largest mass deportation operation of illegal immigrants that Kamala Harris has allowed into this country. It includes drill baby drill and expediting permits for nuclear, for fossil fuels, for an above all energy approach that's going to bring down the cost of living in this country.
Did you hear that part? Which includes on day one the largest mass deportation operation.
They're gonna try. I doubt.
That's his. That was Donald Trump's press secretary speaking on his plans for the start of his term.
We'll see.
That's what I'm saying. But it's like you feel like it's not going to happen. Like that's what he's
I don't think it's going to be.
These are the plans that he's talking about. He's letting out.
Where you gonna find him at?
What?
Where you gonna go? All right, maybe he might take all the people that's like staying at the Roosevelt.
I don't know. It's about to be weird. It's about to be weird times. It's about to be historically weird. Like freaking. What the fuck is it called when they was saying no alcohol? It was the starts with an R. Rehabilitation, something like that.
It does not start with R. You just made me mess it up.
I think it starts with an R.
It's prohibition. Something you just made me miss.
Something like that. Something like that.
Me mess the word up.
But it don't even matter. It's gonna be wild times. They're gonna be kicking indoors. Like
no, they're gonna be going right to where they got them all. They got them all in hotels already. It ain't nothing.
All right, you see them on the streets, bro. Show me. It's gonna be weird. It's like show me your.
They already took away the food voucher for him.
Yeah, bro. That's another thing. Oh my god. See, I was wanting to go to the next topic. We gotta.
Eric
dissect this shit.
Mayor Adams took away the food voucher.
Wait a minute. Just give me 2 seconds. This is Project 2025. That you said that you said that. You said that, right? And then they said publicly, Republicans admitted to
Republicans, not Donald Trump. What Republicans?
I'm gonna have a headache after this, man. I'm gonna have a headache. So
you think they about to take away Social Security and all this other stuff? Like, come on, bro.
So you've heard of it. So you know about it.
Yeah, because people always been jacking the whole Project 25, Project 25.
I don't even know. I might be able to not. Jesus. You know, that was the first thing I saw is that Republicans
it's prohibition.
Admitting it's more propaganda.
Prohibition,
okay. So you think Project 2025 is fake? That's not his.
I didn't say it was fake. People came up with it, but he said he does not endorse that.
Okay. Well, just for kicks and giggles, let's just hear from this congressman who breaks down Project 2025 and says that it is in his plans.
So Project 2025 is a governing document, and this is how it would impact you. Let's start with reproductive freedom. It calls for a nationwide surveillance system to monitor all pregnancies. It requires reports on any woman traveling out of state to seek abortion care, and takes federal legal action against local officials who refuse to bring cases against women and doctors who violate a state abortion ban. And because of the prohibitions on emergency contraception, 1.6 million women in Ohio, hundreds of thousands here in Southwest Ohio, would lose guaranteed access to free emergency contraception. So Project 2025 abolishes the Department of Education. It would end Title I education funding, which 25 million students rely on for their education. Here's what it means for us. Ending Title I would take critical resources away from over. Number 3, childcare. Project 2025 would eliminate Head Start. Head Start is quality preschool for low-income children in Southwest Ohio, over 2,000 families. A big one. It would raise the retirement age.
Bro, I'm just like, so what are they? So like, what are you saying? Like, Trump's the Antichrist? Like, he about to just come in and the world's about to just fucking end?
That has been said before.
Like, come on, bro. I don't believe. Like, come on, bro. Like,
but like, why is me bringing up these different like because. The first time we chatted about it, the first time we chatted about it, there was no receipts, there was no videos, there was no news.
That's not receipts to me. These are just people reading shit.
I don't know how many times I've brought up articles and the news.
You didn't bring up articles.
I gave you an article. You asked to see the article. No, that wasn't. It was about him. It was an article about him saying that he was invited to Donald Trump's dinner or whatever.
Yeah, charity dinner. Okay,
right. That was an article. Another article.
You didn't prove a point with that though. You just said Nick Fuentes never met Trump. Oh, he was invited to a charity dinner. Okay.
It's gonna be in the reels. This is why.
You act like Donald Trump invited him for a one-on-one meeting and discuss his plans for the future like he did with Elon Musk or Dana White.
I said that.
Nick come on, if Dana White came or if Elon Musk came out and was on some shit like Nick Fuentes, then you could be like, oh, that's a little crazy because he's literally sitting right next to Donald Trump. Nick Fuentes is not sitting next to Donald Trump.
Okay, I didn't say that he was sitting next to Donald Trump,
but you making it seem
I said that he was under him, and he is
like
under
how?
him. First of all, he's
just because he wants Donald Trump to win means that he's under him, or because he went to a charity dinner. No, Donald Trump has nothing to do with that.
Why do you feel like why?
So if a person with a MAGA hat decides to fucking go out and kill,
Trump supporters are under Trump. They're not directly under Trump.
Well, now these politics turn into gangbanging?
I mean,
politics turn into gangbanging? Like what,
bro? What are we talking about? Because what's it called? They're Trump supporters.
So you was under Harris?
I was a support. I was a Harris supporter.
No, don't try to. So
what does under mean to you?
What does it mean to you?
I'm not saying like I'm saying that if you support somebody, especially in these terms, yes, you're under them. Especially if you're somebody supporting, if you're a MAGA hat wearing Trump supporter,
that means you're under Trump.
I'm not
saying that's crazy, bro.
I don't understand why.
What do you mean by
that's like saying?
So whatever Trump's saying, he gonna do?
No.
So what do you mean by?
I mean, but there are people like the people who stormed the Capitol that
Trump
did that.
never told him to storm the Capitol. So Trump told him to storm the Capitol. Trump said, "Yo." All my outlaw niggas.
It's all here.
Smoke these niggas.
I swear to God. these reels are gonna be crazy for you, bro.
All my outlaw niggas. Smoke these niggas.
It's all fun and games until the next event happens. January is coming up too, so like who even knows?
Hey, bro, at the end of the day, the pandemic happened. I figured it out. No matter what, I'm gonna figure it out. I missed to figure it out.
But you not really the one being attacked for real. So it's like
I was attacked. When I was going outside and people coughing and they talking about coronavirus 6 feet and you could die and this, that, and the third, getting late, can't go to work. What do you mean I was affected by that?
I'm not saying, but you're not being targeted right now. You're not one of the people being targeted. You're not one of the groups.
How? You just told me black men are being black people are being targeted. You said he's literally doing the opposite. He's only focusing on whites and everybody else is pretty much a target.
No, I didn't say everyone else was a target.
Well, are they then?
I'm just saying that they're not. I'm saying I said, how long is it going to be before you are?
Exactly.
Like because the Latinos are they trying to get Latinos the fuck out of here. So and they doing away with women's rights.
They already got the black niggas out of here. Most of the population in prison is black men.
Exactly. So it's
what
like
are you talking about?
It's as far as that's what I'm saying. But I feel like you're thinking more so you. And not your people, or just people in general, honestly.
Well,
because like to think about people in general, you're thinking about all possibilities or whatever. Like you're not if they're getting away with Latinos, they're taking away women's rights. It's not far long before they start coming out black people, black men, doing something crazy. As far as
what are they doing to the Latinos? Like what are you like,
deportation.
bro? Okay, but what are they doing to the Latinos that's in America? The legal ones.
The legal ones?
Yes.
It don't matter if they don't.
No, yes, that do matter. Because if you're gonna sit here and say it's only a matter of time,
half the population.
No. If you're gonna say it's only a matter of time before they start coming for the black Americans, what are they doing to the Latino Americans right now?
Do we not hear the video? Where was the rich white man saying that he voted for Trump?
Man, that's his rhetoric, bro.
You know how many people's rhetoric that is?
Okay,
how many
so why can't we get on that same type of time? Why can't we get on the same type of time of, okay, if these white men is on that type of time as black men, why can't we say, okay, we gonna get organized? They want to take away pre-K, just like we came up with fucking food stamps. The Black Panthers came up with the food stamp system. Why can't we come up with a school system?
But do you hear what you just said?
No, because we always focus on victim mentality instead of solution mentality and victory mentality. They just want to be victims.
All right. So what if you like you just said? What if we get on that type of time? So now what if what if that results in, which it looks like I wouldn't be surprised, and it's talked about heavily, a race war.
We'll deal with it when it comes.
But why put someone in that seat and that it just results
It
in
don't
that?
matter if Harris was bro. Do you not understand? Like, it don't matter when Obama was president. Did anything change when Obama was president? Any change when George Bush was president? Bill Clinton, Joe Biden, Trump's first term. At the end of the day, every single American had to do the same thing: wake up and figure life out.
Bro, there are changes. You say that there are no changes with the presidents. There are
yeah,
changes.
all right. Change happened with Bush. TSA was created. Airport restrictions. Okay.
All right, we've been talking about Trump for well over an hour.
But at the end of the day, you want to say, "Oh, Trump is doing this for the white man." So what that means? We supposed to just sit back and wait until we become a victim?
No,
exactly.
It's first of all, he's not even president yet. He's going to be president, but it's been news that he's been president for all of less than 7 days, less than a
And he already was president 4 years. Why he ain't do no fashion shit then? Why he ain't do no racist shit then?
He has so many different more things in place that he did not have in his first term. So when he said he didn't have the right people, blah blah in place, now he does. He can do so much more with the right people in place.
So we'll see. We'll see then. That's the only thing we can say. We'll see if the world becomes worse or better, or if it stays the same.
Right.
Because at the end of the day, it's all individually. Your life is going to be the same if you don't change your perspective. People are going to get the same thing their parents got because they listened to what their parents did, and it's in the same cycle.
We're going to have this video to refer back to when things happen or when things don't happen.
So far, only positive things happened since he became president.
Denaturalization is a thing?
Oh, that's for people who like have green cards and they've been in America so long. They become naturalized.
Oh, okay.
Or like, say if you're an immigrant and you have a baby, your baby is naturalized. Like, your baby automatically becomes a citizen.
Okay. Okay. That was one of the comments. I wasn't aware.
But at the end of the day, bruh, they gotta do. And nothing but good things been happening since he been announced. Since the announcement,
it's been 7 days.
It hasn't even Hamas said they ready to end the war. Putin said he's ready to talk to Trump about ending the war, and he's not. And Russia's not getting rid of the U.S. dollar. Stock market made $2 trillion in 12. Like, nothing but good things been happening. Like, what are we talking about?
It hasn't even been a week, Quasi. Like, I can't believe you're on that time. Like, saying nothing good but good things been happening. That's crazy. That's just crazy.
Both wars is ready to end. U.S. currencies, like, come on, the U.S. currency.
We just got done talking about a possible race war in America.
That's propaganda. Right. The U.S. dollar was just on the brink of being collapsed when they coming out with this new currency. Do we not forget that?
All right, listen.
Like, come on, bro.
All right, Quasi.
Now Putin says, "Oh, we back in the U.S. dollar."
You ever heard of "Am I the Asshole"?
No.
Okay, it's on Reddit. It's basically Reddit. It serves as like a chat room. Basically, people are either asking for advice or commentary or whatever. So, "Am I the Asshole" is a new segment we brought to the podcast. I'm basically gonna read you a scenario. You let me know if they're an asshole for said scenario. Make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Am I the asshole for slapping a teenager? I was at a water park this last weekend with my husband and my daughter. We were in one of the pools practicing swimming and keeping to ourselves. There was a group of teen boys there, and while I was working with my daughter on swimming, one of them came up behind me, and I felt a tug on the string of my top, untying it. I spun around, saw this 15 to 17-year-old with a smirk, and slapped him. This quickly caused a scene. The park staff got involved as well. The boys' parents were livid at me. My husband and another lady saw it happen and confirmed that he really did grab my top. There was also camera around the pool that kind of showed it. Wasn't the best angle. The boys' parents threatened assault charges, and I threatened sexual assault charges if they decided to go that way. Eventually, we were both asked to leave and haven't heard anything since. My husband, though, still thinks I overreacted a bit, which I don't. Am I the asshole?
Her husband said what?
He thought that she overreacted.
What? Hold on.
That's some shit.
The husband said what?
The husband said that she overreacted by slapping that boy.
Man, please.
Oh shit, that's funny. That's funny. You know what that.
Man, what?
Oh my god, man. Is she the asshole?
Hell no, bro. What? That's like, why are you touching people?
Right, that's wild. It was a joke. It was a prank.
It's not no. Prank. That's not no prank, bro. That's not no prank. Like, first of all, you trying to undo her holster top to expose her breast? Like, come on, bro. Like, what type of creep? Like, what?
Hey, man, it wasn't her body. It was not her choice. That's what the new slogan is. Because your man's is elected president.
That's not the new slogan.
That's
the new slogan is promises made, promises kept.
Yo, I'm gonna get you a hat. I swear to God, Christmas is coming up and everything.
That's his slogan.
Oh my God. I thought I had another one. I definitely did, but okay. Let's keep it going. Bronny James assigned to the G League.
We knew that was gonna happen.
I didn't. I swear to God, I swear to God. Huh? I swear to God.
You thought he was about to stay on the Lakers.
I didn't know what was the next question is what was the point?
Because
he got it for a game?
Photo op.
He got a literal bucket?
When LeBron retires next year, that was for the photo op.
That don't make no damn sense.
Photo op, bro. Memories.
That's crazy.
History.
And on the G League, his debut, he got
you seen it? They said next
6 points, 4 assists, 3 rebounds, 2 steals, and 5 turnovers.
They said next step is back to college.
Yeah, you might as well. He'd probably be a bucket in college, maybe, hopefully.
Yeah, it was literally for the photo op. So LeBron retires next year. He got the picks with his son, and his history, son and father in the league.
But what does that say about Bronny's? Do you think Bronny is going to get better in the league?
Want to?
Because it's
his work ethic.
Because I would have hated to, because it makes LeBron look good, but it makes Bronny look like a clown.
It fucks with his self-esteem probably a little bit.
You would think LeBron says he don't care, but you gotta care. He says Bronny doesn't care. Like
Bronny ain't coming out saying he don't care.
I don't know, man. It couldn't be me. I would just.
I mean, as a kid, there's no way you could just be like, he might not care because he already rich. Mm-hmm. If he's looking at it from that point of view,
right? Yeah, I didn't think about it like that.
If he's looking at it from that point of view, then he might not care. But if he really cares and loves basketball and wants to be a great player,
right,
that definitely affects him.
I mean, he's been playing basketball his life, so it's not like a hobby.
Yeah, but he could be doing that just because his dad did it.
Right.
You know.
Right. Well, yeah.
Because it seems like Bryson cares more about basketball than Bronny anyway.
Why you say that? Because he's dirty?
Just like the way he plays. Like, he's more explosive. He's like, he looks happy to be out there. Bronny just looks like a regular.
He's just going through the motions.
Yeah.
Maybe. We'll have to.
Like, I'm a junior, so I got it. Like,
hopefully, yeah, he got the name and everything. It's one thing to live in that shadow or whatever, but it's different to like have to maneuver the way that
execute it.
Yeah, because it's just like if there was I just feel like there was no point besides like you said, photo op and being like making history or whatever. Like you made history, but then your next step was go back to the G League and then not even kill it in the G League. So like I don't know. Hopefully,
I just feel like I don't think Bronny really
cares for it.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like you could tell, bro. Like there's no excitement. Like even when you see him, like you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Hopefully it's only up for here.
Shit, what you mean? $1 billion family.
Oh yeah, I'll be forgetting. $1 billion is crazy. Like $1 million is one thing, but $1 billion
$1 billion family, bro. Me ain't worried about nothing.
Let me ask you this one because this is a classic. I might have to like chop it up because I just want to do one more. Am I the asshole? Am I the asshole for telling my girlfriend I won't move in with her because her rent demands are unreasonable? My girlfriend and I have been together for a while. While I make good money, my girlfriend actually had a house she's making payments on. We discussed moving in together, and she doesn't feel entirely comfortable adding me to her mortgage, even though we do want to get married eventually. I said it's fine, and I get it. This is her house, and she's been dealing with it for years now, but obviously I don't want to be a kept man. I currently rent a place, and it's relatively decent for the price. Anyway, we were making calculations, and her demand on my quote-unquote rent for her is twice as much as what I pay for my own place. I told her that it's absolutely ridiculous. She claims it's what her house would rent for on the market. But I told her that only works when the landlord isn't in the house, and that at most I'd be renting just one room. I could afford it if I don't save as much, but it'd be too close for comfort. She's saying I'm just making excuses, and I told her I'm not going to be paying that much. She insists she really wants to live together, but she said I need to pull my own weight. Am I the asshole for telling my girlfriend I won't move in with her because her rent demands are unreasonable?
No, not to me.
Why? Why not?
Cause like he don't want to live above his means.
That's understandable, and especially if she's trying to charge him double what he pays
Yeah,
already
like
for
what,
to
bro?
live with her. That's crazy.
That don't make no sense.
Yeah, I don't even know where they live because like
Yeah,
that's OD.
like,
That's
you
OD.
doing a double. Why would I go pay? I gotta save that whole double. Like what?
Next topic, Lil Durk. Lil Durk possibly facing life in prison. What you think about that?
He knew that was coming.
I was talking about it on the last episode. It was crazy because man, his guy that basically, like, long story short, his man's that got out of prison for serving like 12 years or whatever. He threw him 50,000 as soon as he got out of prison, got him a crib, car, whatever the case would be. Is he had a wire on him? Lil Durk snitch was an OTF member and he was exposed for wearing a wire. OTF Jam allegedly wore a wire for multiple years and previously served a 12-year sentence. Wearing a wire for multiple years is insane.
Yeah, that's crazy.
It's like I said, like, if you're gonna do that, wearing a wire for a night, a day, whatever the case be, is obviously crazy work. But years is nuts. Do you think Lil Durk, and now he's possibly facing?
They just gave him 2 new charges, right?
Yeah, yep. Lil Durk facing life in prison after being hit with 2 new felony charges in connection to the murder for hire case. Lil Durk is now facing additional charges. On Friday, the Department of Justice announced that Durk has been hit with 2 more felonies in a superseding federal grand jury indictment alleging he conspired with at least 5 other people to murder rival rapper Quando Rondo. As we previously reported, the plot unfortunately resulted in the fatal shooting of one of Rondo's relatives. The DOJ lists Durk's charges as one count of conspiracy, 1 count of use of interstate facilities to commit murder for hire, resulting in death, and 1 count of using, carrying, and discharging firearms and a machine gun in possession of such firearms in furtherance of a crime of violence resulting in death. Jesus.
Play stupid games, win stupid prizes.
Okay. For lack of better words. Do you think that he's got a chance in hell, especially with Young Thug come home?
Nah, Thug was a state case. His is
federal. Really?
Yeah, his is federal.
Oh shit. So he's a goner?
Gone. ZP man.
So you don't think it'll be brought down, or
what do you mean brought down?
Because like they say he's facing life or whatever. Like, you don't think it'll be brought down? Like,
doubt it. I mean, there's 3 different murder for hires. Like, come on.
All right. Well, hopefully we gotta just hope the best.
It's just dumb. Like, we need to leave that street mentality alone.
Right.
Like,
especially if you come up,
bro. Like, come on, bro. Like, you literally, bro. It's sad. It's sad. It's just like the Diddy situation. It's like, bro, there's so many black men or black people, like, and just people in general, but especially black people, who just would do anything to be
in position,
and just not even in that position to even be your fucking right hand man. Like,
right.
Bro, like, come on, bro. Like, we just get in these positions and we abuse it,
fumble,
and we take advantage of it, and we fumble it, bro, and we don't leave no good examples. Like,
I mean,
it's just sad.
I
bro.
think that
it's
certain things, like, first of all, like, not everyone's meant to be rich. Like you were just saying, like, they could just get rich. You can apply Like, not everyone's meant to be rich.
Why not? The Bible says that.
Not everyone's meant to be rich because not everyone has the mindset to handle what comes with rich and fame.
Nobody said fame, but what comes with being rich?
Well, Durk and Diddy were both famous.
Okay, but exit famous out. What comes with being rich? What's so hard about being rich?
Temptation.
To do what?
Literally the different things that, like, well, as far as Diddy's concerned, most of his shit was based upon temptation and greed.
So you think there's no temptation in being poor?
There are.
All right then.
But people put people who succumb to temptation, whether you're poor or rich, end up in bad situations.
So it goes back to individualism, good people, bad
But
people.
if you're rich with temptation,
So be a good rich, be a person that's rich, but be a good person.
But not
Don't
everyone has that.
rich person.
What you're saying, not everyone has that
So
mentality.
start off becoming a good person before you get rich. Start off become a good person and then get rich.
I agree. That's not bad advice. But I'm saying that's not the case.
Well, I don't see.
I don't even think that's a normal. That's not even normal. That's not the average.
Yeah, because the average person wants to be lazy and wants somebody to give them something, so they rather have.
There's that
socialism.
Yeah, there's that. There's greed. There's
if you look at history, we know the only system that works is fair capitalism, not monopoly capitalism, but fair capitalism is the only system that works. Look at history. Nothing else works. Everything else fails.
Okay. All right. Well, free Durk.
Why free Durk?
Because he's a black man imprisoned probably for his life.
But he committed crimes. He committed murder.
It was murder for hire, and he didn't.
He's
associated with it, but he didn't murder nobody.
So if you knew somebody, hire somebody to murder somebody, your cousin or something, would you be screaming freedom?
Nah, it's funny that you say that because I'm usually the one saying that. I'm usually the one pitching that. Like as far as people that still support Diddy, but that's weird because you that's mad ironic for you to say that because we just got done talking about Donald Trump, who has mad different reasons to not support him, but you still. I mean, but anyway.
But there's no substantial.
To answer your question, no.
There's no substantial evidence. People just saying shit about Donald Trump. Durk literally said in the song. Durk said in the song, he told me it was an op. Some green light, don't even ask, or some shit like that. Like what? You literally telling on yourself, and you glorifying the streets in your music. You glorifying killing in your music. You glorifying women bashing in your music. Like, come on! At some point, black people as a whole, we need to start thinking.
You know what? Quasi,
regular,
like I said, like I've been saying, I love the conversation we having. But right now, it seems like you holding Durk way more accountable than you hold Donald Trump. You don't hold Donald Trump.
We don't need to worry about Donald Trump, bro. Durk.
Why? He's our president now.
Durk directly affects the black community.
And now
by his music.
And now Donald Trump affects the country.
How, bro? How?
Because he incites hate. He incites
that
message that Vic Fuentes was on. Was incited by Trump's presidency.
And the same way,
racism is going to flourish now that Trump's president. Murder is going to go up.
Have you ever dealt with racism firsthand?
Yes.
What happened to you?
I kind of block it out at this point. Like as far as discrimination, prejudice, things like that.
No, racism. Have you ever felt?
Bro, prejudice is a form of racism. What are we talking about? You're not going to be racist and not prejudiced. And you're not going to be prejudiced and not racist.
That's not true. There's people who's prejudiced and not racist.
It depends on how
you're prejudiced, but you're not racist. I ain't seen a white person on this show yet.
Fuck you mean? And first,
I ain't seen a white person on this show yet.
I love that you said that because you're wrong. That's what I'm saying.
I'm just saying. I haven't seen a white person on this show yet.
Okay, well, there has been a white person on this.
One.
So because I'm supporting, this is what I'm saying, bro. You're killing me right now.
That's where the line is. That's where the line. The line is so thin to where it's like, oh, I'm supporting my people. Da, 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 da. That's prejudice.
No, the fuck it's not.
Look it up.
We're a minority. How is it? How
are we the minority? You listen.
Black people are a minority in America.
I see a lot of black people every day.
That doesn't mean we're not still the minority. You can see a whole bunch of Mexicans. Don't mean they're not the minority.
They ain't. That's the point. Like, what are you talking about, bro? So you mean to tell me you think there's more white people on this earth than black people?
I'm not talking about the earth. I'm talking about America.
So you think there's more white people in America than black people?
In America, yeah. That's why the fucking rich man was saying, I
don't believe that.
Donald Trump. Huh?
I don't believe that.
I mean, you could Google it if you really want to.
But how you know they not just putting that out there to keep people in this frame of thinking that you're less than?
But again, I don't know how to.
Everything is always about black people being less than. We less than this. I'm
not saying we're less than. That's not facts.
Bro, yes, you are. If you're saying there's more white people than you're saying there's less black people.
But I'm not saying we're less than them. Like,
well, I'm just saying that
by just a minority.
That's one of the things they use for mind control. That's one of the ways you have you thinking that white people are better than you.
Well, why would I not?
Or they're above you, or some way.
So me pushing black people on the podcast, is confirming that black people are less than white people.
No.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Putting black people on a podcast is confirming that you're prejudiced.
How?
Because you're looking out for your best interests of black people.
So because I support, if I support black-owned businesses, solely, I'm prejudiced to white people?
If you solely only support black-owned businesses, you're prejudiced.
Because I want black people that are a minority and have suffered generations of abuse and all types of different things that black people suffer.
Whatever you want to put in front of it, don't make it.
And that means I'm prejudiced to white people?
That don't make it different.
How am I? So say how I'm prejudiced to white people without talking about black people. What does Jalani feel about white people that makes him prejudiced to white people? Like what?
You don't feel no type of way. That's why you're not racist.
Well, how am I prejudiced to white people?
Because you
solely I won't have them on the show? Because I've never said that. And then white people have on the show.
You're literally looking out for the interests of black people, right? That's your main objective.
So if I have more black people...
if your main objective is to look out for your race, you're prejudiced.
That's crazy.
Look up the definition.
So then you're saying I'm prejudiced to Mexicans,
everybody's
Asians.
prejudiced. Like everybody, like bro, it's not a bad thing. Like everybody makes it seem like it's a bad thing. It's natural to look out for the best interests of your own people.
But that doesn't make you prejudiced.
So what did it make you then?
That means that you want to support your people because white people support their people.
Bro, it's prejudice, bro.
If you're supporting your people, that's
so
not
what's
prejudice
then?
I looked it up because you asked me to look it up. Prejudice is opinion that is not based on reason or actual experience. Preconceived opinion that is not based on reason or actual experience. Prejudice against people from different backgrounds. Being against people, not being for your people. Just because you're for your people doesn't mean you're against other people. Like, just because I have...
Well, I mean, okay, they want to use that word against, but...
Because that's the definition!
You ain't for them either, because you ain't doing nothing to help them. If you solely only looking out for your people.
But that's not what I'm doing. So what are we talking about?
I'm not saying you. I'm just saying.
No, what you were. Now
I'm saying. I don't think there's anything wrong with looking out for the interests of your people.
No, you're right. That's right. Looking out for but don't say that's prejudice, because not. Looking out for your people is not prejudice to other people. That's weird. That's a weird rhetoric that other people are on. I don't even want to get into. Like when people say that Black Lives Matter, and then people are acting like, oh, you're saying that white lives don't matter. Like, no, you're killing black people. Literally, the Black Lives Matter came from the murders from black people caused by white people or whoever the fuck it was. So to say Black Lives Matter does not mean you're prejudiced. Like that's what you're basically saying. That's what I'm saying. Black Lives Matter does not mean that you're prejudiced to white people or blue lives or whatever fucking weirdo. It's not even blue lives. It's just police lives. So it's like
human rights.
Right. Exactly. So it's like that's why the definition that you wanted me to bring up says that means that you're being against people from different backgrounds. So if I say white lives don't matter, they don't mean a shit. They don't give a shit. Like it doesn't matter at all. I'm being prejudiced and racist. Mm-hmm. We are having an episode today.
Well, at the end of the day gonna end. And people need to start thinking more, man.
But that whole conversation derived from because you hold Lil Durk more accountable than you hold Donald Trump.
Yes, because Durk is literally
everything you're saying is could be said about Donald Trump.
But Durk music affects
the streets, the black people
a lot, bro.
And, a lot. And fucking Donald Trump being president affects the people a lot, bro.
Not yet. We can't say that because this first term he only had 1 year. The pandemic had not happened. So now you can't literally say, "Oh, Donald Trump being president."
But dang,
we don't know yet.
We're gonna move on right after this. But like you said, the shit's already happening since he's been president. That Nick Fuentes guy put out that message As soon as he won presidency,
Okay.
and you know how many people that follow Nick Fuentes that are really moving with that mindset?
Now, if shit starts hitting the fan,
that's because Donald Trump
say is valid. But until then, it's all speculation. Durk literally has young boys out here sipping lean, want to be a killer, want to be a ganger.
But we're saying the same thing. You're just talking about Lil Durk, and I'm talking about Trump.
But Trump ain't do nothing yet, so you can't say that yet.
All right. Let niggas in the comments.
And he might not do nothing yet. So it's like, we don't even know.
Next activity. Relationship advice.
Oh, God.
All right. Here we go. My ex-boyfriend. Oof. This is a doozy. Relationship advice. My ex-boyfriend came inside me without my consent and now I'm pregnant. Advice? For context, my now ex-boyfriend and I broke up after 2 years together. The main reason why we broke up was because we were long distance and he wanted kids immediately while I wanted to wait until I finished graduate school in a year and a half. He developed feelings for another girl who could give him that, and I decided to walk away from the relationship. 2 weeks ago, while we were still together, we were starting to have sex, and I asked him to put a condom on since I'm not on birth control. He always seemed bothered by this, as he couldn't feel pleasure while wearing a condom. He reluctantly agreed to wearing one, and while we were having sex, he asked me to turn around doggy style. As I felt him come in the condom, he pulled out and quickly took it off. I felt him trying to pull me back in unprotected, and I tried avoiding his grasp and said no. He ignored me and aggressively forced himself inside me with leftover cum he had. I didn't know how to feel, and I felt frozen. Once it was over, I asked him if he came inside. He giggled and said he was not going to tell me. When I asked again, he lied and told me he didn't. I bought the morning after pill anyways. Obviously, it didn't work, and now I find myself pregnant after the breakup. I'm planning on terminating the pregnancy this week since I'm still in school and cannot support a child by myself. I'm conflicted on breaking no contact and telling him about this. I'm grappling with the feeling that I was sexually assaulted by him. I'm feeling very confused. My ex-boyfriend came inside me without my consent and now I'm pregnant. Advice.
That's pretty crazy.
I know it was that deep. That's
wild.
Yeah, it was a lot. Let's see, got some advice? Yo, nuts.
What does she want? I mean,
what she want advice on?
Get that nigga beat the fuck up.
Okay, that's
call your uncles or something.
That's advice. Get him beat up, get him jumped. All right. Should she tell him?
Tell him what? Fuck that nigga. I mean, yo, like, men gotta get back. Like, we gotta get back to being men or something. Like, bro, I don't know what the fuck is going on, bro. Like, what the fuck, bro? Bro, only one person. I don't know.
Yeah, go ahead. Like, I know what you know what you want to say. Go ahead, talk your shit.
Men is just wicked these days, bro.
That's a fact. I ain't gonna bring it back to Trump, but that's a fact. That was some her body, not her choice type shit. But go on.
I don't know. That was some him being a boyfriend thinking he could do what he wants. Shit.
We just said the same thing.
But that ain't got nothing to do with her. No damn.
Her right to not want.
That's boyfriends feeling entitled.
I feel that. Yeah, that's crazy. Definitely, it's. I think it's. She don't really. I feel like in this scenario, she don't need no advice. If she want to tell him,
tell him what? Like, fuck that nigga. He's a creep. Like, nigga, I don't know. Like,
but I feel like you don't understand. There's a lot of creeps out there.
No, I know that.
Right, there's a lot of creeps out there. That Nick Fuentes guy is a creep, and whoever supports him, obviously, is a fucking creep too.
That's why we need to.
But Trump's a creep too.
We need to figure out to do something with these men. Like, I don't know. They need to bring like mandatory military draft or something.
They just draft the creeps. That's it.
No, draft all these men, young men, so they could grow up with discipline and structure, and not be like. So, like, Trump, I don't even know.
Trump about to do that, and Quad's going to be in favor. I'd be like, that's what he should have did.
I'm in favor of that. Because there's no discipline, there's no structure in these men, in these young men. Our age and down is no structure, no discipline. And then up is barely any structure and discipline. And if it is, they not teaching nothing.
Right.
So it's like we fucked. And then if you keep letting that shit go on and on and on and on, eventually, what we gonna be stuck with? No builders, no protectors, no providers.
Right. Well,
niggas gonna be solely provided on the government.
I feel bad for Shorty. Hopefully she gets it handled, figured out. Otherwise, praying for her. All right, next relationship advice. My partner whispered, "I hate you," when he thought I was asleep. Do you think he means it? Me and my partner have been together for 7 years. We've had arguments in the past and almost broke up more than once. The arguments have calmed down and gotten less frequent over the years. We had an argument today while making dinner. I put the dry pasta in the pot before putting in the boiling water from the kettle, and this really got him angry. I was supposed to heat up the water in the pot and then put the pasta in. He stopped talking to me the rest of the evening. He went into a different room and I went to bed. At about 2 a.m., he came into the room and he thought I was sleeping and he whispered, "I hate you," and walked back out. I tried to go talk to him about it at around 2:30, but he is not responding to me, just sitting on his iPad. He may be calmed down tomorrow. What are your thoughts on this? My partner whispered, "I hate you," when he thought I was asleep. Do you think he means it?
Date people who you like. Like, I don't understand. Like,
okay,
why do people put up with shit?
But you're giving advice to the guy who, like,
her too. Like, if this nigga don't like you, fuck that nigga.
Okay.
If you come out,
so you think he means it?
Yeah. Don't play with me. Like, what? Why would you even play around and sit? Like, hate is a strong word.
Right. Facts.
And if you just mad, like, come on, like, bro, like, petty.
It's unnecessary.
Yeah,
that's a fact.
But a lot of people be just with people because for whatever reasons, but they don't even really like that person.
Yeah, that's a fact. Like,
and
comfortability.
Yeah, like comfortability, or you may like this person, that one aspect about them.
Mm-hmm.
So you like, oh, I'll put up with all the rest of this shit, or I'll tolerate, or I don't even like this other stuff about him, but this one thing or these 1-2 things outweigh, but you don't even really like them.
Right.
It's weird, or her. Like, it's just weird. Like, people.
Have you ever found yourself in that type of situation?
No.
You never found yourself in like a toxic situation, toxic relationship?
Toxic, but I never found myself dating somebody I didn't like or I didn't want.
Right, but if you have been in a toxic relationship, then that's describing what you're describing, I assume.
But toxic because of actions. Like, I may have cheated, or she may have cheated, or something like that, but not like, oh, we argue. Like, if I have a disagreement, like, with some, I'm not gonna be like, this one, I can't stand this bitch. Like, every time, like, no, it's just like, we had a disagreement on this one thing. If we can't come to a solution, we drop it and move on. If we can't come to a solution, we come to a solution. But it's not like, oh, I don't care if I have 10 million arguments with my significant other. I'm not gonna be like, I hate this bitch, or this is why I don't even want, like, you know what I'm saying? Because at that point, it's like, leave.
Yeah, so I get that. But that's bringing your situation and comparing it to theirs. But too specifically. So you basically say you wouldn't be like, I hate you on some shit and mean it. But would you have you stayed in situations where you didn't say I hate you, but you knew you knew that it was going nowhere, it was toxic or whatever it could be?
Well, for me,
that's what it is.
I'm like a commitment. Like, I'm very committed to shit. Mm-hmm. So it may take. So it may take a while for me to leave, but it's not like, I don't know. I'm not.
We're getting personal.
It's not like I have to like grow disdain for the person.
Okay.
So it's not like off rip.
It's the same thing though.
Yeah, but it's like, nigga, you already seen
right. You at that point.
You been there. You been there.
Once you
get to that point, you been there. Like, first you gotta dislike somebody before you hate them. Like, bro, you been there. So it's like, the disdain has to build up. So even if I'm having 150 arguments, it could be the 150th one. Maybe that 52 might be the one where it's like, enough is enough.
Yeah.
But up until that point, I still have good feelings for my partner. I don't feel no different type of way. just because we have these arguments or disagreements.
Mm.
But if the disdain builds up and then it's like, I'm tired of this, then that's something different.
Okay. No, that makes sense. That makes perfect sense. So as far as toxic, do you?
I mean, at this point in my life, it's like nobody got time for that.
Right. No, I feel that. I definitely get that. I feel like that's something you learn over time too, because like you never know like how, like if this person's younger or whatever, like they need to get that experience before realizing that it's dumb at that point. Like if you hate a person, and also we're talking to the person that got told that, not even the person that said it.
Yeah.
So basically, your advice was to
leave. Like you shouldn't even play with somebody who even, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Utter those words.
Facts. That's facts.
Because why would you want somebody in your like first degree of connection,
right,
that's saying they hate you? Like that's crazy.
On the same aspect or on the same wavelength or whatever, it could be the same frequency as there's mad weirdos out there, mad weirdo women, mad weirdo men. There's mad let's say mad weirdo men. There's mad abused women and like traumatized women and different things that they've been through that makes them conditioned or not leave that type of situation.
So heal.
It's easier said than done, Quasi. But
I healed myself. I mean, it's always easier said than done for the person
until you do it.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like, bro, like
that's
ain't nothing to it but to do it. Like ain't nothing to it but to do it. Because everybody had to start from somewhere. So I mean, I understand some people may take longer than others, but
so your relationship advice to someone, the person that said that they
don't be with nobody who don't like you.
Facts. I agree with that. All right. Next topic. Drake versus Joe Budden and DeMar DeRozan.
Now I seen that. What happened with Joe and Drake? Because I listened to the pod.
What you seen? What you seen? You said you seen that. What you seen?
I seen like when Joe called him a bitch or something.
Oh, so what do you think? What happened with Joe?
But I didn't see what Drake said to that.
Oh, I don't know. Nothing yet. I don't think so. But that's what we're talking about, because it was started off with Drake and DeMar, because DeMar was popping up in Kendrick Lamar's "Not Like Us" video.
Yeah, and then
I think was he at the performance, the Juneteenth one?
Nah, he just was in the video. I don't know, actually. I don't know, but I know he was in the video.
He was definitely in the video. He had the spotlight in the video. But then Drake felt the way about it, and then he went to the game, and Drake was like glaring at him during the game, front row, whatever. I don't know. Drake's definitely made it hard to defend his actions and the way he's moving.
I mean, in this scenario, I kind of get Drake, because like if that was your man's like that, like they was men supposedly, like in the sex together,
right?
Boom. So if you my man's like that,
right,
and then you go hop on a song and in the video with a nigga calling me a pedophile, like that's kind of crazy,
right? But no, that's a fact. Feel a way about it,
but the actions that you do, like
right, it's
all
how
that
you handle the
tough
situation,
shit, the game. Like,
if you really feel not doing nothing. If you really feel a way to have the conversation man to man, or scrap with them some, but like if you just pull up,
or that cosplaying shit is corny.
Yeah, that was the crazy part, and I wasn't expecting Joe Budden to comment on it. I gotta pull that shit up. That shit was.
Well, you know, Joe gonna talk about that Drake shit,
right? But in the different times that he's talked about Drake, he hasn't talked about Drake like this. But it makes sense because Drake is acting. You can't defend the shit. You just like he's calling it how it is, and it's not pretty.
Don't do about it, but all that standing at the game, the ice grilling the face, the mumbling under the breath, like we niggas and we respectful, so we ain't gonna say it. But you a bitch. Like I ain't even about to try to sit here and do a bunch of unpacking.
It's just not feeling this at all.
But it's true, like Drake, you're not tough.
He went to the game and cut his eyes.
That's what that money do.
He sucked his teeth. Yeah, he fucking duck lipped his way. Ooh, these are the duck lips of death.
Wow. Yeah, it's just notable because obviously Joe Budden is who he is, and he's gained the success that he's gained and whatnot, and he still tells it like it is, still authentic with it and whatnot.
Did you see their debate about the Trump and Harris? With him and Mark Lamont Hill and Ish.
Him and Ish and who?
Him and Ish and Mark Lamont Hill.
That's
the black activist dude.
Oh nah, I didn't see it.
He's now on the podcast now.
Is he now? Is he on it? Yeah,
or
is he just because he's been having some random people? Yeah,
he come on like Tuesday or something.
Okay,
but
he got bad heads on there.
He invited him in for the election shit because he's a activist. They were just going back and forth about the banter. Like Ish and Joe was trying to say Harris dropped the ball. Like
how though? I've been seeing that. How did she drop the ball?
They was basically saying like she didn't speak to the people. Like obviously everybody knew
she had rallies of her own,
but everybody was speaking about the migrant situation. Everybody speaking about the jobs. All she focused on is abortion, and Donald Trump is an asshole.
Well,
so do you think
women's rights is very important?
But if you read the room, sis, if you're gonna sit here at the same breath and say, "Oh, women's rights is very important," but out that same breath say the niggas who run the world don't give a fuck about women's rights, read the room then.
Okay, but like we discussed about today, Quasi, and I know that it was information to you. Nobel Prize economic
but bro, what that
analyst said that Harris has the better economic.
What that got to do with
that? Means she would have done.
People. What that got to do with you connecting to the people? The people didn't feel that connection. Clearly,
she didn't harp on fucking economic plan.
The whole
campaign, like taking away women's rights is kind of more important than
the whole time.
Economy.
The whole campaign they chastising black men, basically telling black niggas, "Oh, you better not drop the ball. You better not drop the ball. You better get out there and vote."
So
the whole time, that's all they was worried about was chastising men.
I don't know if it was chastising is a strong word.
They literally told black niggas who was out here saying they vote for Trump, they can't wait for Trump to win so they can get fucking killed by police. Uncle Luke literally just was on.
Kamala didn't say that.
No, we're talking about the people under her. Like you want to do the nigga for the people under her. You can't do it. The people under her.
I can't do
the people under her. They literally was. Uncle Luke literally just came out and said, "Oh, niggas want to vote for Trump. That 12% that vote for Trump. I'm gonna sit back and watch y'all get lynched." A black man saying that about black men.
Quasi.
Because they voted for Trump, you gonna sit here and say, "Oh, I'm gonna sit back and watch y'all get lynched. I ain't going to no protest under no circumstances."
Quasi. What is your point?
That's extreme.
What is your point? That's extreme?
Yes.
That's literally happening.
It's not.
I think got lynched this year.
Okay.
So what do you mean? What do you mean? Like, you think that someone who is...
But to say it don't mean... Like, to say it as a black man. "Oh, I'm going to sit back and watch y'all get lynched."
If he's talking to the niggas that either didn't vote or voted for Trump. Like, yes, it's extreme.
What about the women?
Yes, it's extreme. But it's extreme in a different way. It's not the same extreme as saying women don't have rights. Men control your bodies.
Okay, what about the one?
He's not saying I'm gonna lynch y'all.
Okay,
because y'all like that's
okay.
The
You basically inciting hate. You inciting hate. Yes, you are. You're inciting hate by saying police gonna kill black men.
Saying police are gonna kill the black men is not saying I'm gonna kill black men or like you deserve to die. Or
yes,
whatever.
It is saying that. They literally said.
Hate.
They literally said.
It's basically saying you're dumb. It's all saying is that you're dumb.
They're dumb because they're trying to say police immunity means they're gonna have all rights to kill people. Like what? Like what are we talking about? The police immunity is to save their pension. It has nothing to do with giving police rights to go kill and shoot. Like what?
Police immunity, immunity from the law
the immunity of them being able to still keep their pension, even if they make a mistake or whatever you want to chalk it up, purposely kill, mistake, however they want to write it. That's all that is about. To bring the morale back to the police department because now nobody wants to be a police because everybody is screaming defund the police.
How does that bring morality to the police if you're still
because now you
whether it's immunity to keep your job as a police officer, whatever police level you're at.
Because everybody's screaming defunding. Because everybody's screaming defunding.
How does that incite keeping your morality?
Because now you know you're gonna get paid. Everybody's sitting here screaming defund the police, defund the police.
There's no, bro. If you're still gonna get paid whether you kill a black man or not, how
do you taking people's pensions away? It was taking that away.
That's a repercussion. That's a punishment. That's a consequence.
They need to go to jail.
Huh?
They need to go to jail.
Okay, but if you're bro, so how is keep? I agree.
Their family, maybe their mom, their wife, and their kids. That don't even got nothing to do with them.
I'm saying though, if you're immune to losing your job,
if you work 30 years on the job,
and you kill
clean record, 30 years on the job, clean record,
and you kill an innocent black man,
clean record, 30 years, never did no funny shit, no forced fires, no.
First of all, that's rare. That's what you're saying is rare.
Okay, whatever.
That's not even a case.
Okay, what if you got 2, 3, you messed up?
I'm not saying, bro. I'm not even saying it's rare, bro.
Everybody makes mistakes.
I'm gonna cut you off. I'm gonna cut you off, but I'm gonna cut you off just because I'm not saying it's rare in general. I'm saying if you kill like statistically, these have killed black men.
Who killed
innocent black men?
Cops or black men?
You're going to a different topic. Wait a minute. I just wanted to clarify what I said was rare. If you go to the people that have the long list of cops that have killed innocent black men, those are the people that I'm saying that it's rare.
Focus on the wrong shit.
Those are the people that I'm saying that it's rare that they have no funny shit, sticky shit, dirty cops or whatever.
There's more black men.
They're explaining something that's like impossible.
We out here screaming defund the police. Oh, the police killing black. There's more black niggas killing black niggas than cops killing niggas.
And they're going to jail. Like a little.
Not all of them. King Von and call how many bodies he ain't going to like. What are you talking about? Everybody's not going to jail.
I'm not saying all of them. I'm not saying all of them. First of all, who should go to jail more, or who should lose their job? Someone who's supposed to protect the people.
They are protecting, and maybe something happened and they force fired or something like that. Like,
who were they protecting when it was George Floyd?
I don't know that situation. I guess there was something about he was selling something.
He was selling.
I don't get involved with the propaganda, bro.
So then what are we talking about?
My life.
What are we talking about, guy?
What happened with George Floyd? He was selling something in the police.
He was selling cigarettes
illegally,
and he got his neck crushed. He died. That's how he died. He even died from a bullet. He died from suffocation in public, in daylight.
Okay.
So what? How did he deserve that?
Who said he deserved it?
You're saying he was doing something wrong. Like
no idea. He was breaking the law. The cop came
and stepped on his throat.
All right, a situation happened.
For 7 minutes.
Okay, so what about he was doing something illegal, right? Police show up.
And
mishap happens. A mishap happens.
At the most.
A mishap happens. But what about these motherfucking kids that's walking to school and these fucking gangbangers is having fucking shootouts and then one of these kids get hit?
They deserve to be arrested.
Oh, that's way worse.
What's happening? No one's defending gangbangers. No one's defending, especially gangbangers.
All right, but we out here always talking about defund the police because
gangbangers aren't police. You can't defund the gangbangers
because a couple freak accidents or maybe a couple bad cops did something. Now always defund all the police because we got a few bad cops. But we got niggas out here killing niggas on a daily basis by the dozen.
You are Blue Lives Matter.
I'm not. I don't give a fuck about no Blue Lives Matter, bro. Like, what are you talking about? All I'm saying is black people gotta start with this emotional outrage because we want to be emotional outrage by saying defund the police because we get a few stories of a cop killing a black nigga. But we televise every day how many black niggas kill black niggas. Like, come on, bro. It's nowhere near close. How many black niggas is out here raping black women is nowhere near close. Like, what are we talking about? We worry about the wrong shit. It's the emotional outrage. It's emotional outrage.
There's so much to unpack here.
It's emotional outrage.
First of all,
we out here.
I'm sure.
There's a few cases.
Brother, I'm sure that there are more white rapists than there are black rapists.
That's not what my point
definite.
is.
Okay,
we
so I don't even know why you
black on black crime. We talking about black on black crime.
That's not even a thing. I'm surprised you say that because that's not supposed to be a thing. And no other
culture. White on white crime is a thing.
They don't say that.
Just because they don't say it don't mean it's not a thing.
So it's because it's not a thing. That's propaganda.
Bro, just because they don't say it don't mean it's not a thing. White people commit the most crimes against other white people.
So Latino on Latino
commits the most crimes against other Latinos.
But they don't.
Black people commit the most crimes against other black people.
Crime was made to push the idea that black people are awful people. Like it's not. You don't say white on white crime.
I do.
You are the minority. You are the rare ass minority.
If I see a white person do something,
typing up white on white crime. A white person a school shooting. A white on white crime.
If I see a white person do something to a white person, that's white on white crime.
But that's slang at that point because no one. Huh?
Just because they use it in media?
Yeah.
Propaganda.
It was invented, yes, as propaganda to incite.
So a lot of this should be propaganda. That's been my whole point. To keep people in this emotional rage. It's all about
you're co-signing again. You're co-signing.
I'm saying we focusing on the police defunding when we need to be focused on building better communities. If we build better communities, we can police ourselves.
This has been a lot of time back. I'm not gonna lie.
Like everybody always defund the police. I think police may be okay. Sure, okay. Police may be a small issue in the black community, but we are our own biggest problem, and we always want to play victim to everything else around us instead of looking within and saying, okay, maybe we need to fix this, and then maybe everything else will fall into place.
Do you not think that black people have had our situations?
We've been playing victim too long, bro.
Do you not feel that our black people have made our lives be the hardest in the country?
Well,
from slavery to pushing to ghettos to civil rights. To drugs to different. So
there's always been a war on black people.
So then, what do you like? You can't negate just because. First of all, black quote unquote black on black crime is a result of that. Like there wouldn't be the reason you don't think if a group of people
on white crime,
that's to be determined.
What's the result? What the Latino?
Huh?
Like when a Puerto Rican kills another Puerto Rican, that's the same as the blacks.
No, I'm not saying it's not the same. If anything,
when are we going to become accountable?
If this is an experimented situation and you torture a group of people or a subject group or whatever, they're going to be much different than other people.
Yeah, but that could have worked. Like it's 2024. We gotta stop with we know better. We know better. This is too much information. We know better now, so we just we're choosing to be this. We're choosing to stay in this victim mentality. There's nothing you can tell me.
There's a difference between choosing to be a victim and being a victim. Black people are victims.
No, we're choosing to be victims.
Black people aren't victims?
No.
Black people aren't victims.
Victim to what?
To generations, to literally centuries of oppression.
That's not true.
What do you mean it's not true? How is it not true?
How is there people making it then? In every case scenario, there's always been black people invented most of this shit in America.
Yeah, it's not impossible to make it.
Like what?
It's not impossible to make it. It's not impossible to invent something. But it doesn't mean you have to work.
So everybody else.
You cut me off. You have to work twice as hard, 3 times, 10 times as hard as the white man to make it in America or to be successful or to do this or for opportunities.
I don't know.
That's a fact. And you know that's a fact. Oh, that's why
I don't know though, because when I look at my life and I don't feel like anything I wanted to do, I had to do 10 times because I'm black.
That's insane to me because I don't even think I've ever heard that from another.
I just always felt like I had to go hard because that's what a human has to do. I never felt like, I got to go extra hard because I'm black.
I can't even call nobody. Fuck. I might be able to call my iPad, but that was crazy. That is nuts because
you experienced that
all the time. Like whether it be for whether it be a sports team, when there's politics in sports, and I know the white boys have daddies who are like are
Boosters.
connected, huh?
They in the booster club.
Whatever, go golf club, whatever club. They in the club and they
And what they
connected.
do?
Whether it be a job, and I know I gotta be the white man is doesn't have to do as much, doesn't have to be as proper, doesn't have
For
to.
me, I always wanted to be the best in the room. So I ain't never look at it like, oh, I gotta go 10 times harder because I'm black. I'm going 10 times harder because I want to be the best regardless. So every restaurant I worked in, I was always work my way up to be the best cook in there.
You think LeBron would have? Niggas talk lovely about Luka or Larry Bird. Never hear nothing bad about Larry Bird. Never hear nothing bad about Steve
What?
Nash.
They be like Larry Bird racist and all that.
Okay,
asshole.
I'm talking about. Well, I didn't know he was racist. That's crazy. But as far as
well, not really, like
as far as his career, as far as his career, LeBron got the most fucking hate
from who?
In ever.
From who? His own people. White niggas love LeBron. Like, come on, bro. We our own fucking problem.
Let's go to Barack then. Barack would have never, bro. If Barack said happy to Donald Trump,
white niggas came out and voted for Barack.
Okay, but listen. My thing is perfect example. Barack, Donald Trump. Barack cannot say half the things Donald Trump has said, or he's out of there faster than he can blink. Because it's an example of how he has to hold himself to a composure to a degree 10 times harder than Donald Trump. Donald Trump can say anything that he wants. Anything that he wants can come out about Donald Trump. Whether it be grab a bitch by the pussy, whether he's talking about his daughter,
bro,
whether he's talking about Mexicans, whether he's talking about black people.
I be confused because...
What are you confused about?
If these white niggas conquered this land and we know that these white niggas govern this land, what the fuck are we surprised about? Like, if we know this already, why do we play the victim role? If we know, okay, white supremacy is real, white niggas run shit, white niggas control shit, so we know this, why we don't play the game according to
I mean, you do play the game.
We don't. We play victim. We literally play victim. Oh, we can't do this because we black. Oh, we can't do this because we black. Oh, this happening because we black.
I'm not saying
that's what we do.
I'm not saying.
There's literally niggas say, "Oh, I can't invest in this because I'm black."
I'm not saying that. I'm not saying. I don't know who you're talking about because I'm not saying that you can't. I'm not saying that you can't do anything. You can do anything that you want, but most people don't feel that way
because they want to be a victim.
But it doesn't matter because at the end of the day, you are still oppressed. You are still a victim.
Not me.
Well, you realize it or not, Quasi, you're a victim. Like,
I ain't never been a victim.
Clearly, you oblivious to the racist eyes that look at you, the racist eyes that the mean, the ugly looks.
And that's what everybody needs to do. Become mentally sharp.
You got tunnel vision like a motherfucker.
Become mentally sharp to where this outside stuff can't affect you, because it shouldn't affect you, because it ain't none of this shit real in the first place.
But prejudice, that's why prejudice is a form of racism. Obviously, I don't even know how that was a thing, because you don't got kids, but I'm assuming you got nieces, you got cousins, you got this, you got this, that, and the third. So you gotta, those people, those children, those women, those boys, whatever, are going to experience racism, because that's what.
But America's been built off racism, so we know. Like, this is what I'm saying. If we know the rules to the game, why are we not playing the game? If we know America's racism, why we don't build our own shit? If we know this, right? If we know,
how can you build your own shit when you elect Donald Trump instead of
we had how many years? Why we ain't building that when Obama was the president? Why when Obama was the president, no black hospitals popped up, no black banks popped up, no fucking independent schools popped up? So stop with this old Trump shit, because when Obama was president, we ain't do shit either.
First of all, there are these things are being made. Like LeBron. LeBron has a school.
It's a charter school.
There are definitely black-owned businesses that are popping up.
He has to follow curriculum. This is what I'm saying, bro. Like, bro, we just like, bro, I don't know, bro. Like, it's just cap to me. It's all bullshit. Niggas say they want to do this and they don't. It's just all cap.
So, but you say that black people don't do shit, but then we side with Trump, who's not.
I'm not siding with Trump with nothing.
What's Trump doing for black people?
He gave the HBCUs the most money they ever had. They never got to go. They used to have to come to the White House every year to ask for donations. They don't got to do that no more. He gave them the most money they ever had, ever will get.
Okay.
He freed, even though he freed everybody, but we know it affected black people the most. He signed the first act bill, the prison reform. He signed that. The same niggas though Joe Biden put in prison from the war on drugs.
Mm-hmm.
Trump signed the First Step Act to get them out. Over 30,000 non-violent felons have been freed from prison. So like, what are we talking about, bro?
Okay.
First Step Act. He signed that.
Okay.
Prison reform. Who's prison affecting the most? Black men. He could have kept niggas in there. Or Obama ain't signed it. Niggas been trying to get the First Step Act bill signed for the past 10 years, bro. Or no, since the 60s or some shit like that, I think they said. So like, come on. Trump signed it. He could have did like the rest of them and keep niggas in there.
I don't even know. I don't know how the fuck we went from talking about Drake and Joe Budden to I don't know how the fuck it got here. Do you know how we got here?
Because it's just crazy times right now, according to society, with this presidential shit. Everybody's scared, bro. Everybody's scared, but time will reveal. I think everything's gonna be all right. Bro,
look,
just work, hope for the best. Like what's wrong with hoping for the best? Like there's literally people out here crying, like, "Oh my God, life is over." Like, why not just hope for the best? Why not just say Trump's not gonna fucking overturn Roe v. Wade? Everything's gonna be okay. Why not just be optimistic for positivity?
When it's very, very more likely with a president that you won't have rights over your body if in the event that you become pregnant, that's a sign for alarm. When it's possible that not possible, it's definite that you're gonna be deported because you're hearing that you have the first thing that he plans to do is a mass deportation. That's reason for alarm.
Okay, so you want illegal immigrants in America?
Huh?
You want mass illegal immigrants in America? You think
no,
it's okay?
Citizenship is the answer. Like we talked about.
People to just walk in America and do whatever.
First of all, no.
Like that's literally what they doing, bro. Niggas is literally walking across that border.
Right, and all
you don't know what they got on them.
But why is citizenship not the answer? Why is deportation the answer?
Because you came over here illegally.
And honest,
you can get citizenship if you come the right way. What?
So, but you're here now. Why can't you get citizenship? And honestly,
because you came illegally already. That's like saying I stole this candy bar, but let me pay for it now that you caught me stealing.
That's what it's like to you?
Yo, that's a great analogy. Like what? Oh, you snuck into America. Oh, just let me get citizenship now that I already snuck in. You stole this candy bar. Now that you've been caught stealing a candy bar, now you're willing to pay for it?
So if I'm pretty sure if you're not a citizen and you have children.
No, you heard him. He's passing the national joint. He's passing the law where
is it or whatever.
If you're illegal and you have a baby, your baby is no longer going to become a citizen just because.
But that's what I'm saying though, because that baby didn't do nothing wrong, and there's mad. Obviously, Latinos got mad kids, so it's like you're deporting mad kids.
So
on top of that, what do you mean? So
I don't understand. Like, what do you mean? What do you mean not so? Just because they're a kid means they can't get deported?
Why? But that's crazy.
Why?
When the answer could just be having them apply for citizenship or whatever. Like why is because honestly, when we talked about it,
the reason why is because you think you slick. You trying to play around. Oh, I'll be illegal, but as long as my kid can come, like, no, we're not doing that, bro.
But we already talked about the video. Like we listened to the video, which is the white rich man's agenda.
That's
Trump is a white rich man.
Okay.
From New York, huh?
From New York.
I don't know why the fuck that matters.
Queens. Because New York is a very diverse state. city.
And he's prejudiced and or racist. So why the fuck does that matter
According
that he's from
to
New York?
you.
All right, he's prejudiced to you, racist to everybody. He's not prejudiced?
Not that we got the new definition.
So now he's not prejudiced.
He may look out for white people, but
oh, I can't stand niggas, man. I cannot do it. All right,
it's so funny that what did Obama do for black niggas when he was the president? Since we always want to talk about,
I did my research on Trump and Kamala.
White niggas this,
the next
white
episode we can talk about Barack.
White
niggas, he did do things for black people.
Name it.
I did my research on Trump and Kamala.
You said he did, so therefore you got kind of idea of something.
So because I didn't do my research, I can't.
So don't say he did then, because he ain't do shit.
Just because I haven't done the research yet.
Don't say Say I ain't do the research. I don't know.
I didn't do the reseach, but I know that he did.
No, he didn't. Because you can't say that you know that he did because he did, and I did do the research.
All right, that's crazy, but all right.
He didn't do nothing but fucking pass the gay law and fucking pass the sheriff's law and motherfucking.
You know the flip side of the policies is the morality and the character of a leader. He didn't
clearly the world respects Donald Trump. Clearly they do.
Mad people talk about how dumb he is and how.
So why the Hamas wants to end the war? Why does Russia want to end the war? Why does China want to work with us? But just a few months ago, China, Russia, India was all trying to create a new. So
you're talking about outside
China,
of America.
Russia, and all these other countries were trying to create a new. Iran and all these other countries were trying to create a new currency to sink the U.S. dollar. But soon as Trump wins, Putin puts respects on the U.S. dollar. China says they want to work with us.
I love this. I love when I have receipts. I love when niggas talk, and I got receipts. It's a beautiful combination. Hold up, 1 second, sir. Because you're talking about outside of America.
Yeah, we're the land
outside of America. You don't think that outside of America they think we're jokes? Or they think that we're literally like this is.
Jesus fucking Christ!
Come on, bro. We destroyed the Taliban.
Congratulating us on this election. Like,
Trump destroyed the Taliban. The Taliban ain't even a real thing. Like, what is he talking about? Bro, come on, bro. That's what I'm saying. Propaganda.
This is from the news. People at home can't see. Taliban congratulates Americans.
The Taliban has been destroyed
for not handing leadership of their great country to a woman.
Of course they will say that. Of course the Taliban who wants to attack America will say, you failed by having a strong leader. Of course they will say that. Of course. Of course, bro.
Okay.
Of course. Why would Taliban say anything other? The same Taliban that he went over there, feel me, head tapped their leader.
What a day. Where are we at? I don't even at this point. It's been an episode. I can't wait for the reels and the clips and all types of shit. Yeah, somehow we were talking about Drake and Joe Budden and got to back.
Yeah, because Drake, I don't know, like Drake, that fake tough guy shit, like again with this back like with the Durk shit, like why is that like why do people want that to be the norm? Like what is it with like being gangster and tough? Like I don't get it. Like,
what's crazy is because I don't know if you follow Drake on Instagram?
No.
All right, I follow Drake on Instagram. And at the same time as he's like glaring down DeMar DeRozan, he's also like doing weird shit with his
duck
hair.
lips and double lips
and like
so it's like, bro, like what are you fucking homo thugging? Like I don't get it.
I don't know. That could get us canceled.
How?
I don't like it. It's too close to comfort. What's it called?
We just was talking about how we pro,
but homo thugging it sounds derogatory.
Well, I don't know, like.
Anyway, what's it called?
What is this guy doing though? Like,
I don't know what he's doing because I think that he's taking a hit that he can't come back from. Not like he can't come back from, that he's trying too hard to come back from.
Yeah.
And it's just
but
like
he just put out good music.
Put out good
Like, that's
music, but
overall.
let it lie for a minute because it's every time you put out because he's put out like mad music
And nobody's just falling on
no
his
one's
ears.
no one's fucking with it because like A, you're proving his point. There's a song he came out with like the different like where he's
The
coming with,
Afrobeat joint.
all
The
the music,
first thing he came out was like
all
a
the music he's
reggae
come
joint.
out, all the music he's come out with has proven Kendrick Lamar's point. He's come up with songs with a song with 21 Savage and Young Thug or whatever. So he's working with Atlanta rappers. He's got the song with Lotto. He's got pop songs with Camila Cabello or whatever, Cabello, however you say her name. So it's just proving Kendrick Lamar's point that A, you're a culture vulture. You need Atlanta to make moves or whatever. And it's all you did was just fall off for a minute, have niggas miss you or whatever.
Yeah, that's all he had to do. Fall back.
That would have been fire. Can't come up with an album. That would have been fire. But this is the product or result of fame because he's been the star and the highlight, the top guy for so long. He doesn't know how to take an L and like a real L. Like because this is more than when him versus Meek. Even though he didn't take the L there, this is more than him versus Push, where he took somewhat of an L, but it wasn't as bad as it's not like us. One of the things we're talking about.
It's not like us. It's pretty crazy. Like it was playing it. Like he about to perform it at the Super Bowl.
He performed it at the like 5 times at his Juneteenth joint. It was like I know it's like at least 3 times platinum, if not more, if not like more than that. It's nominated for Grammys.
Yeah,
wild shit. So it's like you instead of taking the L respectfully and letting it just be an L, you are adding to the L. When you doing shit with your hair, like feminine shit with your hair, and painting your nails and doing the duck lips, and then coming out with songs that support Kendrick Lamar's point. And Kendrick Lamar, you don't even hear from him. He's just ghost. He's just enjoying his life wherever he's at with his kids or his wife, and he's playing it right. Like you can't say nothing bad about him. He let the music speak for himself, and Drake is doing everything but that. I think we got a comment. Yeah, from him, he's just gold. Talib Skinner, LFL, yeah, y'all can't be saying shit like that. Guy. That's I know who that is. You know who that is.
Mimi.
Oh, that's the guy. That's his name?
Talib Skinner.
That's funny. That's
to my
funny.
Senior. Talib Skinner is senior.
That's too funny. Yeah, where we at?
Yeah, Drake, I don't know. He just
he's lost in the sauce right now. I don't know what I
too much ego.
I wonder what Donnie's thinking or saying. You talk to him in a minute?
You know he loves Drake.
He's thinking about him like at this point? I couldn't imagine. I could imagine because I'll stand by him and I'll stick up for him when it makes sense, but it don't even make no sense no more. I don't even got hope for his future album because he's supposed to drop an album with Party Next Door. Hopefully that drops because like that would go crazy.
I heard that one snippet on Twitter.
Tough.
But his Party like Party last album was like, come on.
You fucked with his last album like that?
I like 3-4 tracks.
What do you think of Party? You like 3-4 tracks, so that's not really fucking with the album.
It was like 17 songs, I think.
So you fucked with 3 or 4 tracks?
Let me see how many tracks.
I don't think it was notable like that. And
I fuck with old Party.
Right.
Like that Party Next Door.
Do you think that I think Party Next Door, this is
16 tracks.
This is such a segue, but we'll make for a dope clip.
14 tracks.
I think Party Next Door, this is not a conspiracy theory, but like my own thought on Party Next Door and his success. I think that his mental health got in the way of his success, his career. I think that I fuck with Party heavy, but I'm not like an OD like diehard fan, but I like fuck with his music heavy enough to know that the only thing that makes sense is that like his mental health got into in the way because he took like a crazy ass hiatus, and when that happens, obviously you take a dive or whatever. But he had the relationship with Jalani, and I feel like that took, and he made mad songs about Jalani, and I think that took a hit to his career in the aspect that like he just never like the old Party. I don't know. His consistency wasn't there. Even now, his consistency still really isn't there.
Like every album, like he went like 4 years or 5 years without dropping.
And it's always gonna be to people who really know Party, and like, because honestly, he should be at the level of how talented that he is, but like writing for Rihanna, writing for Drake, different like hits of his own or whatever. He should be.
Yeah, it was like from 2020, Party Mobile. From 2017 to 2020.
You looking at your own joint? You're looking at your own like added play. Yeah, that's not funny. I knew that.
From 2017 to 2020.
Crazy.
And then 2021 came out with that whack ass Colors.
Well, that was an old joint. He like just like a
release,
like throwback. Yeah.
So it was like you didn't even do nothing.
I wouldn't say it was whack because I got some bangers on there. But
and then this one, Party Next Door 4.
Right. And what's called? I agree. Like there's 3-4 joints. I gotta revisit it because I feel like there's never been like a party product that I don't want to fuck with. Like
that Party Next Door 2 is cult classic.
Which one is that? That's the way he's on all white.
Yeah.
The old Party is like it's just nostalgic, and then the two like I feel like all the part like
that Party Next Door 1 and 2 is. Just...
But he's like he was when he dropped I think it was the Party 3 that he was tight that he got like quote unquote snubbed for not going up for Grammys or Grammy nominated, and I'm just like, bro, like what do you expect when you go ghost for like however long? You just like
you went from 2014 to 2016.
Can't be doing that.
And that area right there too, that was like prime.
And you're an R&B artist too. Like
that's Tory coming like that's prime,
facts,
bro.
Facts.
Prime area.
And I don't even think Tory's might have been nominated for a Grammy, but I don't think he's won anything. But he's super talented. I wonder if he would have taken the route that The Weeknd took it. It didn't align with Drake, like didn't sign with Drake.
Oh yeah,
not even going pop.
Like
going
solo.
Pop would be fire too.
Solo.
But yeah, like doing his own shit, would he been more successful? Because The Weeknd is damn near bigger than Drake.
On Mars.
Yeah, so it's like, if Partisan is way too talented to be at the level of notoriety, like some people will, if you say Party to somebody, they might think you're talking about Partisan Fontaine.
Yeah,
you know, he also is like not.
But a lot of people don't know about Party.
Right,
that's true.
Exactly, and it's crazy because he's dumb talented. Hopefully they drop that shit. I think they talking about it. It's in talks. If they drop it, it's gonna be. I feel like it's gonna be low key. It's not. I mean, actually, because Drake's on it, it's gonna get way more push than if it was just Partisan or just Party Next Door. So I'm looking forward to that. Like that, I think that'll be the. I think Drake really should have just did that instead of doing all the goofy shit he's been doing, but.
Yeah, he should have just ducked off and then dropped that album.
Yeah, but even that still, from a rap aspect, would be like, okay, he made you
go R&B.
Exactly. So it's like, I don't
know. Put 2-3 tracks on there, like a couple 7-8 bridals or some shit.
Hopefully we'll get that. Because when I bump Drake,
timestamps or something like.
When I bump Drake nowadays, it's old Drake. It's not new Drake because. Like even For All the Dogs, I try to defend that the best that I could.
I go back to that For All the Dogs. That got some shit on there.
It does, but you also are a new Drake fan. You're not an old Drake fan because like you said that you used to tell me that Donnie like made you not like really fuck with Drake or whatever. So it's like you.
I was a Kanye guy,
right? If you were a new Drake fan, then the For All the Dogs slaps you. But if you were an old Drake fan, you know For All the Dogs really ain't shit. Like it's not like it's not shit. It's good for like the average artist, but for Drake,
better than that Worst Behavior.
But that's not the album.
I'm just saying like that, like
that song,
type, like when he was on that, like or that Hotline Bling, or Marvin's Room.
All right, so look, so you just
that's the area I love. Like that's the area everybody loves about Drake.
So you just named 3 albums. So like, are you familiar with the albums? You just named Views, Take Care, and Nothing Was the Same.
Nothing Was the Same.
Those are all classics.
I know the albums.
Those are all classics.
To you.
No, they're all classics.
I don't think there's a classic. So
you named the whack songs on the album
from top to bottom. You trying to tell me Take Care might be the only one?
Take Care's a classic.
Take Care might be the only top to bottom.
They say niggas debate and argue about Nothing Was the Same being better than Take Care. So Nothing Was the Same is a classic.
They're dumb.
That's a real argument.
Take Care. He's really talking his shit.
I agree.
Nothing Was the Same. He's on that melodic, so it depends what you on. Like,
does he rap on Nothing Was the Same? He raps in the
intro. The intro.
The intro.
That's the only
Tuscan Leather.
And then after that it goes. to me.
Nah, but he's but I don't know. Like I said, I'm telling you what the people say. They argue that that's his best album.
Ain't that God's Plan and all that too?
God's Plan is on.
That's nothing is the same.
That's no. God's Plan is on Scorpio.
Oh,
that's like a newer album.
Pack that shit up.
Yeah, Scorpio.
Scorpio was fire though.
Scorpio has hits.
Talking that shit.
Scorpio has hits.
He was rapping on Scorpio.
Exactly, but definitely not a classic.
He was rapping on Take Care.
So you only fuck with niggas that rap like so it's like because you fuck with Tory, but Tory be rapping, but like you gotta fuck with Tory's melodic chick. Tory melodic chick is out of this world.
I don't like Drake's melodic.
Yeah,
but I don't like Drake's melodic shit. I like Drake rapping.
You don't like Drake's melodic shit? You don't fuck with
I like when Drake spit like them timestamps, like when Drake is talking that fly shit. That's what I don't like that.
I can't believe.
Worse.
I can't believe. No. There's some whack shit. There's some whack shit. Worst behavior is borderline whack.
God's Plan.
His worst song to me is Started from the Bottom. Started from the Bottom. Now we here. That's crazy.
Yeah, like
shit.
that type of shit. I'm not.
But that's not. That's corny whack. That's corny rap shit. That's not melodic shit.
That is melodic.
Worst behavior? That's not melodic. Control is melodic. Control is fire.
That's singing. He was trying to. Melodic is rapping and singing mixed. So worst behavior is more melodic. Controller, he's really trying to sing.
That's your definition, because that and I get what
that's not the definition.
No, hell no. Melodic is not melodic. Is not singing and rapping. Melodic is melodic, like melodies. So that's singing. And if you are a melodic rapper, then you're melodic rapping. But it's not. Melodies are for singing. Harmonies are for singing.
Well, Controller is a singing song to me.
But it's a melodic song.
Nah.
By definition,
so every R&B song is melodic.
That's a fact. Quasi.
So then, like, what the fuck is the point of saying the word?
Like, what's that's so funny. Oh my god, that's the funniest shit today.
Wait, what?
Yes, but like that's like saying something is like you're hearing the harmony.
Hard and difficult?
Huh?
Hard and difficult?
What do you mean?
Like something can be hard and difficult?
I don't know what you're saying.
Like hard and difficult is the same thing, but you use them in different contexts.
Mm-mm. Harmonies are different from melodies.
Why?
Harmonies. If I say something, this is like
you harmonize it.
No, melodies is like the. I know more so about harmonies than melodies. I'm not gonna lie. Harmonies is like when you're layering. Like say a run or whatever, and then I double it and like a high and a low. A high and a low is a harmony. You're harmonizing high like two different things or multiple things or whatever. Like people who stack like The Weeknd or Beyonce, whoever, they like stack their vocals and then creates a harmony. Melodies is just being melodic, like
Sean Kingston. Sean Kingston was a melodic artist, no?
Right. That's what I'm saying. Singing. When rappers try to be melodic, they're trying to sing.
But
like 50 Cent.
But where does the rap, like, why do we be like, okay, like a Boogie, like he's singing, but he's like
being
rapping
melodic,
with it,
but he's being
like
melodic.
rapping with it. So it's like
right. Well, he's rapping and being melodic. He's not. He's really. I mean, he's some. I guess
like you sing rapping.
Right, but like when you're trying to be melodic, you're trying to sing, or you're imitating singing. When you're just straight rapping, you're not being melodic.
What do they call the rap singing shit? What do they call that?
If you're being melodic, like P&B rock or whatever, but sometimes it's done terribly. Like if you can't sing at all, like you shouldn't do it, and that's why like there's so many whack artists because they try to imitate it so many different ways or whatever. But worst behavior wouldn't be melodic. It would just, I feel like it's more like hype, like when it's so like gappy and like not straight rapping, like and only like really like Drake does that, where it's like he's trying to like or Travis Scott,
boom, boom,
right, like he's leaving room for the hype or like for the performance. Honestly, when it's like when at the shows it goes crazy because live and
it hit different,
like sicko mode, like how does it go with light or with checks over stripes, nothing nice, like just like leaving
checks
space
over stripes.
Right, and that saying that at a concert, like it's not crazy. It's not crazy lyrically.
The crowd
can go crazy to that, singing to that and whatnot. And it's not necessarily melodic because he's not singing at all.
You're making a song for like that's a performance song,
right?
So like you make an album, it's like all right, we got performance songs you sing in the car, songs you sing in the shower, whatever.
That's a fact.
Drake need to get back though.
Yeah, that's a fact. That's what we need. Hopefully 2025 is a better year for him, and then hopefully Kendrick doesn't have to drop more shit. Honestly, I wouldn't expect Kendrick to drop an album and there not be no more Drake disses, because at that point, like he said, he like had 5 in the stash.
It's over, I think. I mean, at this point, it's done.
I mean, Drake.
Too much time has went by. Like now, if you drop some things, it's gonna be like it's corny.
It's gonna be corny, but Drake's not known for dropping corny shit or doing corny shit. Not even dropping corny shit, but doing corny shit.
So it has to be like over the top, exposed. Like at this
point, it to do well, for it to be
nobody
good.
Care no more, bro.
But that doesn't mean it won't happen.
Like Trump is president.
And honestly, it doesn't mean that not everyone's gonna be tapped in.
Like Trump just want niggas don't give a fuck about no Drake.
Oh man, this shit is wild. I thought we had another. I guess that was Mimi. Yeah, we just chatted. We really just chatted because that was not even on the list of discussions. How long have we been recording? Let me see this shit.
It's almost 8:00.
Mother, Jesus, almost 3 hours in this bitch. That's crazy.
Now I see what Joe and me.
Huh? Yeah, that's fine.
Joe and be. So that's
fine.
Damn, nah, because now I'm getting.
This might be a long. I'm not gonna. This might be the longest episode.
If Joe and putting out a 3-hour episode, like how long they be recording?
I don't know. We doing this shit live, so it's really live or whatever. I guess
And
it's
then it's like
live, like
to keep it organized, and like that's tough.
Right.
That's tough.
What do you mean?
And to have like
keep it organized as far as
topic wise, not rearing off or like you could talk about some and then end up like.
Do you not think that they do that?
They do, but Joe always has a way of like bringing it back.
Yeah.
Like nigga, we all right, 5 more minutes, closing statements.
Right, but I wouldn't unless you also got to remember the niggas is 700 episodes in. Like he's 700 episodes in, so it's like he can really he can demand that. Like I knew that we were going off topic, but it just makes for another topic, another video, another clip.
Yeah.
So
but I'm saying, and it's only 2 of us. When it's
only
like
2 of us.
7 niggas, you gotta make sure you all right, nigga,
wrap it up,
because they'll stay on there forever.
Yeah, facts.
So many opinions.
No, it's that's why it's fire, bro. I promise this shit is fire, and like I can't wait for it to keep going in the direction that it's going, because at this point, like when you first do it or whatever, it's like it's jittery, it's nervous or whatever, but it's like when you do it, like this is only the 24th episode, but it's like you see the different accomplishments, the different like the different maneuvers, the progression, So it's like I'm taking it. I'm taking it as it comes and whatnot. And having fun with the journey of it, because it can only go up, especially if you stay consistent with it. It can only go up. It's only gonna go up, and I'm just happy and fortunate to be in this mind state to be positive and whatnot. Because I was not to go really really too off topic. I was definitely fucked up for a minute. And could have been like this all couldn't have been like happening right now, but because I'm like staying focused, and positive and whatnot.
Mama always said, "The mind is a terrible thing to waste."
That's what your mom said
all the time. Growing up, and
she was right.
Waste their shit every day. Me, you could quote me on this. I'd rather be taught than entertained. Most people rather be entertained than taught.
Okay. But do you understand though that like that's just you have to understand, and it's hard to take yourself out of your own shoes, because I like even as thinking about it, it's wild. But you have to understand that that's a rare way of thinking. If you go on the street, ask different people, would they rather be taught or entertained? 90% of people are gonna say entertained. Like I hate school or whatever, like type shit like that. Like, but it's, as far as knowledge and wanting to better yourself and better your life or whatever, it's not. It's a rarity to have, because.
But that's literally what we're here for.
Most people are. There's no up. They're like, I'm doing the best that I can. I got my this. I got my that. It's average. Like what's the word? What's the word? Stagnant or whatever.
It's content.
Yeah, content or whatever. Like it's different, or not like life sucks. Like just different things of that nature. And it's like it's very easy to fall into. Like it's very easy to the different things that are negative and bad in this world. It's very easy.
But why do you say it's easy to fall into?
because I don't know what you've been through that made you as quote unquote mentally strong as you are.
Prison. Huh? I've been to prison. Homeless.
So that makes more sense why you should know that things are easy to fall into. It was easy to be in prison. It's easy to be homeless.
By my choices.
Right.
I wouldn't say
you see nowadays niggas is dropping left and right from overdosing. My brother's man just passed yesterday because he OD'd. That was easy to fall into because of his own.
But okay, if you look around and you see fentanyl has an effect on these whatever drugs, why pick up that drug?
Well, it's
not like everybody dying in car accidents, don't drive because you need to get points from. But it's like, bruh, you don't need those drugs. Like, you know the drugs is bad. So like, if you see motherfuckers is dying from overdose, why pick it up?
If they
it's all about choices.
But look, what if they already had picked it up and you can't just drop a drug that you already was on.
I mean,
or if you go to prison, you come out, because that's what happened to another man that I know. He got locked. A couple people that I know got locked up, came out, got on something. It was too strong for them, or it was just too strong for them. Not even necessarily was fentanyl, but if your body's not used to it, you try to do the same thing you was on before, you going down. It's just different. It's different reasons to why it's easy to fall into something. If you're raised a certain way, if you're around certain people, if your environment.
Start with reading.
If you hate reading,
listen.
That's easy because I hate reading.
People gonna find excuses for everything, bro.
No, that's a fact. That's a fact.
Like that's telling nigga,
that's the norm. That's
I don't want to read. Listen to not talking about you. Yeah. Listen to the audiobook. I ain't got enough time for that.
Right.
It's like, bro.
Yeah.
So you want to be stagnant.
Right. I mean, but that, bro. What is
a lot of people like the comfortability? Is like you tell a nigga. It's the same thing. Like. People be on food stamps. They rather not work a good job and get paid good money so they could get food stamps. Like, it doesn't make sense to me.
It doesn't make sense, but it makes sense because it doesn't make sense to you because you don't have the same mindset. But when you understand that, just like you was talking some crazy shit about, like, different people have different views or whatever, and it doesn't make sense to you, but it makes sense. That's what it is. But it's more.
But that's a like.
That's
stuck in the program. Like that's you're brainwashed. Like that's the real brainwash. Into like they have people brainwashed into believing like they can't do shit.
Right. I mean,
it is. And I don't even think it's like maybe it's the brainwash.
But you gotta think like
they teach like both things. They teach like it may be hard, but then they also at the same time teach like opportunities is endless and. If you want, you can land on the moon. If you really put yourself, you know what I'm saying? So it's like they teach both sides of the coin, but it all depends on what people grasp to. Like, I don't know. Like, lot of people to be victims.
It's also not easy. So
I don't see how it's not though.
It's not easy to come up. It's not easy to be successful.
But it says who?
Nigga, if it takes discipline, it's not easy.
So you know where it starts. So if you know how to start,
I know where it starts. That doesn't mean that everybody doesn't know. Everybody knows where it starts.
If you ask the majority of people, what does it take to be successful? The most people are gonna say discipline.
Like you're gonna say, I don't know. Fuck, I'm not successful. Like you're talking to me and you're talking as yourself.
So, bro,
if we walk in the street, what does it take to be successful? Nigga, I'm not successful.
So maybe we should do a live podcast, walk in the streets and ask questions. Well, it's kind of cold, but
let's write it down.
But
I'm not opposed to it.
To me, if you ask majority of people what it takes to be successful, they're gonna say hard work.
Okay, but then your next question gotta be like, why? So why aren't you successful?
Because motherfuckers is lazy. That's what they're gonna say. Oh, I'm lazy, or I don't like this.
But what does that do?
Or, I don't care about success.
But what does that do except prove that that's the norm? Because that's all we're gonna get.
Sheep.
Huh?
Proves that motherfuckers is sheep. And it also, so that case stops screaming, we're all equal, because clearly we're not.
Let me say this guy. I never said this on the podcast before. You know that you know why you know what the podcast is called?
10 Lions Podcast.
You know why it's called that?
In honor of your brother?
No.
What?
10 Lions Podcast is called 10 Lions Podcast because of a fabulous rapper. His line goes, and he said that on Lituation. He said that I ain't gotta be 100 deep. I'd rather 10 lions than 100 sheep. That's what a 10 Lions podcast is called. 10 Lions. Classic.
10 lions and 100 sheep.
I ain't gotta be 100 deep.
I'd rather 10 lions than 100 sheep. I know 100 sheep.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's speaking to what we're talking about. Like, I get what you're saying because we're mentally aligned this way.
Yeah.
And then obviously there's the majority will not get what you're saying and will.
But
not
my whole premise is why.
It's you said they're cheap.
So then everybody not created equal. So everybody not created equal?
Everybody's created equal, but not everyone has the same mindset.
Okay. So again,
some people are fine with being
what stagnant. Separates humans from like other animals is our level of awareness and our level of consciousness, being able to build, cook, or drive or whatever, right? So that's why we won't give power to, say, a horse or a pig, because we're smarter than them. So why is it not the same for the human race? Why do we feel like people who with low IQs or low mental health should have this?
Well, even if you break it down to animals, bro. If you break it down to animals, whether it be horses or lions, tigers, bears,
it's eat or be killed, right?
It's a horse is not thinking, what do I need to do to be the best horse? They're not.
Okay.
Same thing with a tiger or a bear.
But humans are.
Not all of them. Like 5% of them, if that.
You think only 5% of the world is competitive?
As far as
are you competitive?
Being competitive and being the best you can be are two different things. Like being better than the next person is competitive.
So do you want to have one of the best podcasts in the world? Like, are you competitive or are you content with like, oh, just doing it?
Would it be nice to have the best podcast, one of the best podcasts in the world? Sure. Do I want to have the best podcast in the world? Not necessarily. I will be fine with my shit being.
So what is it that you're passionate? Like, what is your number one passion?
I'm competitive. So like to answer your question, right? I am competitive.
Art.
Sure.
So you want one of your paintings, you would love for one of your paintings to sell 1.5 million, 2.5.
Sure. But you're also not talking, bro. We are like-minded people, but you're not talking to the average person. The average person might be fine working at Walmart or Panera or
so
Chipotle.
Don't complain then. Don't complain. If you don't want to better yourself, then don't complain that minimum wage is what it is or the job title is like, don't complain. That's where people be losing me. You want to complain, but you don't want to better yourself. You want to say, oh, it should be equal for everybody and this, that, and the third, universal payments, and nobody should have to work, and nobody. What?
I agree and disagree. Like, because yes, I get what you're saying more than anything. Like, you feel like people shouldn't complain because you could change your position or change your whatever.
Look at Kevin Hart. We got so many examples of people literally coming from the bottom, and now they at the top 1.0. Fuck the 1%, the 0.01%.
Yeah. But those are also 1 in a million cases. So it's like you're telling
that a little bit of hope, like Obama ran on. Obama ran on hope.
You're telling 1 billion people to do 1 in a million type deals. Like that's not gonna. Like, that just can't. That can't happen. And especially when the people in power don't want the poor people to get rich.
Well, they know that that's not gonna happen.
No, they're
because if you say if you get like a self-help video, right, and you see it got 1 million views, the elites already know maybe 100,000 people that watch that video is actually going to apply, maybe even 10,000 is actually going to apply that information. So even though 1 million people watched it, only 10,000 is going to really apply it into their everyday life. So they're not worried because they know how motherfuckers is out here thinking. So the elite, the people at the top, the 1%, the 0.1%, they're not threatened at all because they know how the brain works.
I don't know, guys.
So they know
that's not facts.
If these, all right.
No, it's just not facts. It's not facts.
It's a big fact because they don't give a fuck.
I'm not saying it's not facts. It's not facts that. It's facts that they don't give a fuck about people coming up, like average people, because those are the workers. But it's not facts that they're not worried or threatened, because they definitely are, as we saw in the video. Because it's important that the video is important because he's not.
You talking about that way, guy?
Yes, he's not the only.
Bro, they may be threatened because the information
percentage of people that think that way.
Because the information
like
is so accessible.
Trump may well really think that way.
Because the information back in the day, like, you know, if we was to ask our parents, like, oh, mom, like, I don't understand, like, why you ain't investing fucking Apple when it first came out. Like, we could have been the fucking $1 billion family if you invested however much in Apple when it first dropped. Oh, baby, I just ain't know. You only know what you know, right? That's what a lot of older folks say.
I'm trying to stick with you.
When you ask a lot of older folks, like, oh, why you ain't do this or why you ain't do that to help us because we kids, and now that we have a voice and we understand a little bit. So it's like, damn, why then my mom, instead of like buying the clothes or all this, why you ain't like open up a CD account or a trust fund like some of my white friends that I know that had that? And the answer is, well, we only knew what we knew. We ain't know about that.
Okay.
We ain't know. All I needed to do was put $100 on Apple one time, and now I got a share. Like, a lot of people don't know. So now that the information is out, there's only nothing but excuses. So in 30 years, when these motherfuckers is grandpas and grandfathers or grandmothers, and your grandkids is like, oh, grandpa, why my friend at school, his dad, or whatever the case may be, what did you do in the most prominent time of information? Be ignorant?
Quasi, I got one question for you.
You want to talk about, oh, this, that, and third. No, niggas is choosing to be ignorant. People are choosing to be ignorant.
I got one question for you. What the fuck does that have to do with...
Because you trying to give people excuses.
What the fuck does that have to do with rich white people, white men that want to control
because they can't control
over the country and not become minorities themselves?
Because they can't control now that the information is out. Before this information wasn't out, people didn't know about it.
What information?
So how to invest, where to even start to invest, what to invest, different bank accounts. People didn't know about private banks. People only thought it was Bank of America, Chase, and all. There's private banks you can literally go to, and then people will invest your money. People don't know about that. Now all this information is out. People choosing to be ignorant. It don't take nothing but $100 a month for you to invest, and people don't even want to do that.
Giving gems out, if y'all listening. What about anything else you want to say about investments? So people that's listening.
And you don't have to be rich. You don't have to be rich to invest.
Okay.
You don't have to have a bunch of information to invest. We learning this information and we applying it as we go. We don't got time to be like, oh, I don't know enough to do this. What you do know, you take that and you apply it. Okay, you know, I could download the app and trade stocks. Start from there. You don't need to know all the information. You know you got an Apple phone. You know everybody around you got an Apple phone. So just buy some Apple shares. It's not that complicated. You don't have to know every little thing. You don't have to try to buy, oh, it's too expensive. Buy a quarter of a share. Nobody's saying you have to jump right in.
Right.
The S&P 500 $6,000.
Right.
Do everybody got a disposable $6,000 to invest? No. But do you got $25? Yeah, you could put $25 and then before you turn around, you done got a whole share. Small steps.
You be investing in stocks?
Yeah.
You about to put me on after the episode?
Sure.
All right, bet. Good looks. Classic. So we got one more topic. We definitely drifted off fucking topic, but it's gonna create for some good ass content. 20. You ready to go for you good for another topic? We've been here for like 3 hours. What do you think?
I'll get like 10 more minutes, 15 more minutes.
We could wrap it up. That's not nothing crazy.
Well, I don't care.
Okay. All right, so just let's rock out for like 10 more minutes.
All right.
2024 Grammy nominees. Let's go over that because the Grammy nominees have been discussed. I got different lists of different things. You just tell me if it's deserved or not. Best melodic rap performance nominees. Hopefully you've heard of these joints. You got Kalani and Jordan Adentuji featuring Kalani. So it's like it's the song that Kalani. Yeah, that viral shit.
I fuck with that.
There's that. There's Spaghetti by Beyonce, Linda Martell, and Shabuzi. You know the Spaghetti joint?
No,
I didn't think so. But maybe it's on her country album. I don't know. WSDTY by Future and Metro Boomin and The Weeknd. Oh, that's a classic that's up for. I heard it, but I don't remember how it goes. There's Big Mama by Lotto, and 3 a.m. Rhapsody and Erykah Badu.
Yeah, I'm going with Kalani.
Huh?
Kalani. That's going.
She deserve it. Yo,
that was everywhere.
You know that's crazy because that Jordan, whatever his name is, that's a new ass artist. That's some like TikTok artist that just like came up. Like the fact that it's even Grammy nominated, I know he's like super gas. Like I think he's like 2021.
That song is gonna win though.
I think it deserves it. It's the only one I even know how it goes.
This summer, yeah.
I'm surprised Lotto's that Big Mama's on there because it's like
it just dropped.
That's really not it. Best music video.
Like Glow should have been up there before that. Glow.
I don't know if they would consider that best melodic. But Glorilla
up on there. She got
Glorilla I got it. I got the info, but I think she was nominated 3 times.
Yeah.
I don't know what for what though. But best music video nominees. Let me say off rip. I think that everything that Kendrick Lamar, like No Glaze, No Gas, everything that Not Like Us is
category.
Yeah, nominated for deserves. Not like that's just across the board. I might be like I'm not biased. I'm not a heavy Kendrick Lamar fan, but it killed as a single, it killed as a music video, it killed as a performance, just kills. Best music video nominees: Taylor Swift by A$AP Rocky. How the fuck is that on here? Fortnite by Taylor Swift and Post Malone. 360 by Charlie XCX. Houdini by Eminem and Not Like Us by Kendrick Lamar.
I only know one.
You only know
Kendrick Lamar's video.
You don't. Oh, it's best music video. You don't. I guess you didn't see the Houdini by Eminem.
I don't like Eminem.
I definitely didn't. You don't like Eminem? You don't like Eminem? Like you don't got respect for Eminem? Like type shit. The way that you was going hard for Donald Trump, I would think you would fuck with Eminem heavy. That's a fact.
Eminem is trash to me.
All right, moving along. Best rap performance nominees.
Hi, kids. Do you want to see me poking? Like, come on, bro. What are you talking about? That was never fire.
That we're not. We gotta talk about another episode.
Never fire.
You're bugging. The nigga is the top selling rap artist in history. Okay. What time is it?
No, he's late.
I don't know why. No, I'm not gonna get into it. Best rap performance nominees. You got Glow for Glorilla. You got Like That, Future, Metro Boomin, and Kendrick Lamar. Not Like Us, Kendrick Lamar. Enough by Cardi B. I don't even know how that song goes. And
Enough is enough. Yeah, pack that up.
I definitely.
Glow got that. Glow.
Best rap performance. Best rap performance is going to Not Like Us.
Probably because that started off all the rap beef and made.
Like that did that, but I didn't think that album that. But
like that album is what popped all that song. Like that, ain't that where he said "fuck your big three"?
Right, but I'm saying Not Like Us, Not Like That.
Oh, Not Like Us is gonna win best rap
performance because he did that at Juneteenth. That shit, if it don't, that's a robbery. He did that at the Juneteenth when he brought the gangs.
They might just shit on Drake.
Maybe, I don't know, but it's deserved. I don't even care. Best country song, best pop solo. You're a pop guy, so you tapped into the pop. Who you fucking with pop wise?
Posty.
Has he dropped shit? He didn't drop
Malone?
But he hasn't dropped like an album. He's been dropping like singles, right? But he didn't drop the album. How about feminine wise, like female wise?
Yo, I ain't gonna cap. Like Taylor Swift got some hits.
Okay.
Like she got some hits.
I mean, she a billionaire, so she definitely got some.
Billie Eilish got some hits too.
I'm about to say, like Billie, I'm not a big Billie stan, but the female, the women
Like
in my
it's
family
like one of those ones like you hear it and you be like, I didn't even know that was her.
Right. Her new album where she got like singles out that Birds of a Feather. That goes crazy. Sabrina
Same thing with Doja Cat too. Like I've been catching like
Doja Cat's too weird for me. But she got music.
I hear shit like in the plaza and be like, oh, that shit not. And then like
Doja's a hit maker. Like, she's consistent with her. I'm not gonna lie. But I think she's been slow this year. She hasn't really been dropping this year. I don't think. Sabrina Carpenter is like I think she's a machine, or she got a machine behind her. But she drops hit after hit too. I don't know if you tapped in with her. Espresso.
Probably if you hear the song, it always be the song with the pop shit. Like you never know.
She like the new Taylor Swift, and she got the Taylor Swift cosign. She
out of here.
So best pop solo performance is Bodyguard by Beyonce. I don't know how that goes. Espresso by Sabrina. Apple by Charlie XCX. Birds of a Feather by Billie Eilish, or Good Luck Babe by Chappell Roan. Chappell Roan's another one that's like they got me like tapped into.
I don't even know Billie. Billie gonna sweep that though, just because of who she is.
Billie. It's between Billie. But Espresso was a big. I think Espresso was a bigger song than Birds of a Feather, because Birds of a Feather came out after. I think Espresso came out like earlier this year. I'm surprised. Like if you heard it, you would know.
That's Taylor.
Sabrina Carpenter.
Oh,
but it's between Sabrina Carpenter, Billie Eilish, and Chappell Roan. But it's really between Sabrina Carpenter and Billie Eilish. But Beyonce. Oh, good looks. Oh, you put in low power mode. You fucked up, but it's alright.
Why?
Because I don't know, putting low power mode, it don't matter. Beyonce leads 2025 Grammy nominations with 11 noms, becoming most nominated artist in Grammy history. Respect to her. I don't think she's winning that. Not Like Us. Kendrick achieves the most Grammy nominations out of any rapper this year with 7. You got for Not Like Us, you got Song of the Year, Record of the Year, Best Rap Song, Not Like Us and Like That. Best Rap Performance, Not Like Us and Like That. Music Video of the Year, Not Like Us. I hope he sweeps the shit.
Yo, you was just like you saying you hope Kendrick sweep it, and last time I was on here you was pro Drake.
What do you mean?
When the beef first started,
I was rooting for him. I can't keep rooting for you if you doing stupid shit. You need to like, get a new team or something like that. I'm not biased. I'm not Donnie. I'm not gonna ride for him until he dies. Like you fucking up, and you making niggas look bad.
Yeah, he needs those type of men around him.
Yeah, I'm not a yes man. Like you fucking up, and especially with that shit with DeMar DeRozan. The next game, the old ass head coach came out with a shirt that said "Not Like Us." Like you making niggas look stupid next to you. Especially with the braided hair and the balls and the shit. Like it's looking nutty. Chris Brown's 11:11 has been nominated for Best R&B Album at 2025. That's crazy. That's history right there. Because I didn't think he'd been in the Grammys.
He deserves the win.
In ever. That's debatable. Has been nominated for Best R&B Album of the Year. I don't know what the other contenders are. What's the other contenders? Let's find out. I don't know. I don't even know.
If it ain't Leon Thomas, which is definitely not, because he's a new artist. Mm-hmm. But come on, ain't too many.
Is this it? This is it.
Or Lucky Day. Lucky Day's R&B album is crazy.
Oh yeah, he definitely out of this. But bro, he probably not gonna win. I'm not gonna lie. It'll be too controversial if he wins the internet.
Yeah, but we gotta get over that. Like that Rihanna shit, old as fuck, man.
We can.
She forgave them. Like, come on. Like, what are we doing?
We are not the world. We are not.
And US. That album is crazy. But that Lucky Day album is fire too.
Lucky, if you feel that way, Lucky Day is probably Lucky Day or Usher, because Usher.
No.
Usher's been having a hell of a year.
Please, Usher, nobody was talking about that Usher album.
I never heard about the Lucky Day one, to be honest.
You listen to R&B?
Yeah, but I'm not tapped into Lucky Day like that.
Lucky Day got the best R&B album out.
Okay, so then he's a hella good contender for that. What else we got? So that's a classic.
Even though that 11:11 was fire though. But for me, Chris joints be too long.
I would not normally tap into the best country solo, but like because there's like 2 that I know on here. 16 Carriages by Beyonce. I Am Not Okay by Jelly Roll. The Architect by Casey Musgraves. A Bar Song in parentheses Tipsy by Shabuzi. It Takes a Woman by Chris Stapleton.
I never heard of him.
But I'm not fuck. You never heard of any of them?
I heard of Beyonce's 16 Carriages.
You heard of Shabuzi's A Bar Song at Tipsy.
Maybe right here.
Everybody at the bar getting tipsy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that shit.
Yeah.
That shit gotta win.
Yeah, pack that. Yeah, that's gonna win.
That gotta win.
That's the only one everywhere. Like if you want
everybody that heard that shit.
Yeah, that's a fact.
That shit it's not like us, then it's that one.
He took the J1 Tipsy and remixed it.
Yeah, I don't even know how he got the permission to do that shit, because that's crazy. But I respect it, because that song, my son loved that song. Oh, now we get into rap. This is Quasi's bag. Best rap song nominees: Asteroid by Rhapsody and Hit Boy, Carnival by Kanye West and Ty Dolla $ign, Rich the Kid and Playboi Carti, Like That, Future, Metro Boomin, Kendrick Lamar, Not Like Us by Kendrick Lamar, and Yeah Glow by Glorilla. Okay, Glorilla up for best rap song. That's crazy. You think that would win? You think that would win over?
It should win.
That would win over Not Like Us, Like That, and Carnival. I could see it win over Carnival.
Like,
maybe.
Bro, the Not Like Us is kind of a cheat because it's a diss song. So, like, bro.
Why is that a cheat? If anything, that's crazy, because most diss songs, this is probably the only diss song that's ever been up for a nomination, Grammy nominees, mad Grammy nominees. At that point, it's definitely not a cheat. It's just crazy.
The Machine going against Drake.
It's the Machine going against Drake?
That's what the people were saying.
I thought they say that Drake has the Machine.
They saying Drake too powerful, so the Machine trying to tear him down.
Is the Grammys the Machine part of the Machine?
Yeah, the music industry.
Yeah, right. Rappers was trying to tear him down. I don't know if anything, Drake is moving. Is Joe Budden trying to tear Drake down too? Because Joe Budden was on saying bitch type shit. So it's like
that's from the order trying to play tough shit.
Propaganda.
I'm saying like Drake, they probably feel like he too powerful.
Yo, I'm tight at you for not fucking with Eminem, because the next listen. Yo, any rapper you fuck with, you fuck with Sims? You cool with Sims?
Yeah.
Guarantee you he fucks with Eminem.
No, he don't.
I got it. I plan on having him on the podcast. I haven't even hit him yet, but I'll be surprised if you don't fuck with Eminem.
What is it to fuck with?
There's lyricism, wordplay, cadence.
Okay, everybody. That makes a rapper.
Yeah.
Like what?
No, yeah, but it's what's it called? It's a
Bro, he's not a good rapper.
It's
bro.
not even
he
a
has
ratio.
No substance.
So like a dunk contest.
He does good. He does have good double entendres and shit like that. He does the good, but his substance is like nobody wants you to hear. You hate your mom, like nigga. Like what? But that's not even that's not black culture. His rapping is not black culture.
He's not black.
So how's black niggas out here trying to say he the best when you can't even relate to this shit?
So Glorilla's talking about all feminine shit. You fuck with Glorilla. So why would you differentiate?
Because I like women.
Okay. I get that, but
I be around women and women bump the glove, so it's like, oh, I can see why the women is jacking that. I can't see why black niggas like, oh, I'm bumping.
So you don't like nothing that's white? So now you're prejudiced. Now you're being prejudiced. You just got done saying
I can't relate to the white shit. That don't mean I'm against it. Like
you telling you against Eminem because he's talking about white shit.
The white people could relate to Eminem maybe because they have the same life experiences. What I'm saying is, as a black man, I can't relate to Eminem, so there's no way I'm saying you the best rapper.
So why is that? So first of all, if that's the case, why have so many black people align themselves with Eminem?
Because they rap with the programming,
and he's left them on tracks.
Who?
Nigga, they debate that he left Jay-Z on Renegade.
Man,
that's a big debate. That's a big debate for
years,
for decades.
They ain't no debate for me.
It's not a debate for white people. It's a debate for black people.
Because them black niggas, come on,
what, are they brainwashed?
We're not even gonna get into that.
Oh shit! Who else he rap with? He definitely had the best verse of Forever. Who had the best verse on Forever with Drake, Kanye, Lil Wayne, and Eminem. Eminem had the best verse. That's a fact. Lyrically, he had the best verse.
I think you said the order: Drake, Kanye, Lil Wayne, Eminem.
Hey, what? Drake had the best verse on that?
You literally said the order.
You're joking. You're joking though. You're joking.
Drake, Lil Wayne, Kanye, Eminem.
Drake had the best verse on it forever?
Yeah. He was rapping. Then fucking Lil Wayne, like, come on. And then Kanye went stupid on that too.
I don't even remember Kanye's
That's
verse.
that, man.
I'm not going to remember. I do not remember Kanye's verse.
That's that?
Yeah, of course. I remember Lil Wayne's verse. Lil Wayne had a fire verse. How Kanye's verse go? Because since you remember it.
I don't remember.
You are singing it, Quasi. You just got done singing it.
I thought that was the hook.
That is the hook.
I don't remember I'll have to keep going to remember the verses. Something with Drake was like something they know me on the first name basis. Drake came through with.
No, that's Drake's. But I'm saying I can't remember Kanye's verse.
And then they used that for the Sprite commercial too. The Drake shit.
Yeah, that was his.
That was his
sponsorship. He was sponsored by the nigga.
Eminem ain't never leave nobody.
Bro, 50
you
fuck with 50? You fuck with 50?
So Drake
50 co-signs that he will leave anybody.
Drake, he put 50 on. Like, come on, that's that loyalty that you got from
Eminem, Jay-Z talked about.
Jay-Z ain't never say Eminem nothing.
Lil Wayne ain't never say Eminem nothing. Lil Wayne
said Eminem was better than him.
Lil Wayne gives praises to Eminem. He said that the track that they had, that he didn't leave him because he went as hard as he was making sure that he didn't leave him. So to say that he could have, like, not even say that he could have left him, but he respected.
Bro, ain't no rapper seen Eminem better than him. Maybe 50 Cent, because 50 Cent got that.
J. Cole said he's top 5.
So?
That's saying that he's a crazy rapper to be top 5 and rappers in history? What do you mean?
I don't think he's top 5.
Yeah, you got Meek in your top 5. What the fuck are we talking about?
That's not personal top 5, but we want to talk about real rap.
Yeah.
Come on.
What is it?
Eminem.
Huh?
Ain't no Eminem.
All right, well, so what's the real top 5?
I'll have to really think. Jay-Z for sure.
Okay.
Jadakiss for sure. Fabulous.
You got a New York
Royce
list.
the 5'9".
You got a New York list besides Royce.
I'm from New York, man.
All right, so that's all you say. You might as well say. I don't even know who else you would say from New York.
I don't gotta go. I don't got it. But we talking about rapping. New York is the mecca of rapping. Like that's where it started at. Like where you think most of the best people gonna come from?
Listen, and this is not this.
Where it started at?
Quasi, this is not debatable. I'm just gonna say this and just keep it moving. And if you however you feel, however you feel. Fucking Eminem's eating Fabulous alive.
You crazy as shit. You crazy as shit.
Eminem eating.
So why ain't
eating Fab alive?
Yeah, right.
Yo, Fab don't even rap good no more for real.
Maybe maybe not right now.
Right, exactly. So what are we talking about?
He's done.
All right, I'm not. I don't even agree with that.
He's done. That no competition Fab. He's done. Are you shitting me? And he's definitely not fucking with Jada.
Or that's a better one. That's a better case.
All right, bro. This guy.
That's not a better case?
No, it ain't no case.
Who's better between Jada and Fab?
You heard the album, Freddie vs. Jason.
Okay.
I call it a tie.
Yeah, that's too funny. I fuck with Fab. The podcast is named after a Fab bar.
Bro, there's no way you telling me Eminem's better than Fabulous on a track.
Bro,
like, what? Are you shitting me?
Bro, listen. What
is Eminem gonna talk about?
That's what you fuck with JID. You know, not even that you fuck with
JID. Yeah,
you know JID, right?
He's smoking Eminem on the track.
They got a track together on his new album. Listen to the new album,
and he's left Eminem.
You didn't listen to it.
I don't care. I'm letting
you know. So you're fucking good, yo. I'm letting you know right now. And he left him.
JID goes hard.
I can't play it because copyright, but listen to it after. You listen on the way home.
Bruh, I never heard an Eminem track and was like, damn, this nigga spitting.
Because
like, damn, this nigga talking.
If you're going off of relatability, you're not going to relate to what he... I mean, not even necessarily, because again, he got on the song with JID, left him.
No, he didn't.
Listen to it. You don't gotta listen to me.
About? So what was the substance of his lyrics?
Bro, it's wordplay. It's not all about substance.
Yes, it is. That's what music is about.
If that was the case, it is so many people
and that's why
the best rappers because they have so much substance.
But that's what I'm saying. This is where niggas get involved with this programming shit because you're not worried about the substance of the music. and then you just keep listening to shit, and then
no, I value substance.
Consciously, you listening to this shit, and next thing you know, you don't rewire your fucking way of thinking to some bullshit because you keep listening to some dumbass song with no substance.
But look at what we're talking about. We're not talking about Migos. We're not talking about Lil Pump or.
We talking about
Eminem, the lyrical ass niggas.
Hi kids, do you want to see me stick a needle through my eyelids? So now kids is like, oh, let me do that.
That's not all.
That's how it works.
That's not all that Eminem raps about.
Hey,
first of all,
that's the only lyric I remember.
Exactly. So you're not even.
That's how
you're not even a good. You're not even a good.
So you can give me a hot. Give me a hot Eminem bar.
I'm not even gonna lie to you. I can't give you. That's not facts. I can't, and that's crazy that you do that because why would Eminem be? You gonna point at your arm again? Why would Eminem? He's the most successful rapper.
He's the best white rapper,
and he's better than a lot of black rappers.
No,
now we switch roles. Now we switch roles.
Okay, you better than a lot of black rappers. You not better than majority.
Who ain't?
Eminem.
Eminem's not better than most black rappers?
No.
Bro, that's an easy.
So why is he the only one?
What do you mean?
He the only one. He the only popping white rapper. Everybody else came and went. Stop. Mac Millimore, Jack Harlow came and went. Where he at right now?
He's just not putting out music.
All right then. So pack him up. He's been consistent. I give him in that. He's been consistent until he went off the railroads when he got the sober and all that. But other than that, he was consistent.
Jack Harlow had a number one this year.
What?
That
I don't like
that one. See, you good with the hooks? Yeah, that one. I mean, I'm not ruling for Jack Harlow because he's nowhere near Eminem.
I thought that was last year though.
That was this year.
Oh,
the beginning of January.
At the same time, you see Jack Harlow switches it up. He don't rap like he coming out with the dance. That's getting played in Newports.
Eminem.
What's Eminem getting played in Newports?
Right now, he's like 50.
No, anything.
He had club joints with 50. He had songs with Rihanna. He had songs with Akon. Smack that was like if you want to be technical, that was a club joint. Smack that all on the floor.
He was on that, Eminem?
Yes.
See, I don't know.
Yeah, exactly.
Eminem sucks.
Oh man. You said the same thing about Lil Wayne. I got it documented. So now we're gonna have you documented saying Eminem sucks. And niggas gonna start questioning.
No, Eminem is a good
Quasi's musical opinion.
Lil Wayne is a good feature rapper.
Best rap album nominees: Might Delete Later by J. Cole, The Auditorium by Common and Pete Rock, Alligator Bites Never Heal by Doechii, The Death of Slim Shady by Eminem, which is
I heard it was a good album.
You acting like Joe Budden because Joe Budden didn't tap into it either. Like, and his man was telling him it's a crazy album. It's like album of the year.
Used to leave Eminem,
huh?
Royce and all them used to leave Eminem on the track.
We Don't Trust You by Future and Metro Boomin.
We Don't Trust You.
That deserves rap album of the year.
Yes. That got the whole music industry popping with the Drake beef and all that.
Not because of none of them.
It don't matter. It don't matter. It don't matter.
It's because of Kendrick.
But that album is the album. What other album?
It's really like that. I don't even know
That's
the songs on the album.
Popular album.
Like that. It's really like Might Delete Later is arguably that too. Like, I don't even know why.
That's the most popular album on the thing.
We Don't Trust You.
Yeah.
I think that's some shady shit.
Like nobody was talking about Eminem shit.
But you never know with the Grammys because they gave mad shit to Killer Mike 3. Like he sweeped the shit last year or whatever. So
Doechii good, but like nobody really knows about. You know what I'm saying?
Right. But you know that's what I'm saying. You
like,
never
that's
know.
her first album. Though.
They might just give it to her off the strength because Killer Mike. I don't know. Are you tapped into Killer Mike? You know Killer Mike? Like his music?
I know like more of like who he is than his music.
Right.
So he's been out for mad long though.
But I'm saying he won. He swept it in the
rap.
But
that's like category. His fifth album.
But I'm saying I never heard it. It was against mad people that I heard of and never heard of. So I wouldn't be surprised. Like Common's up for rap album of the year. I never heard the album, but I wouldn't be surprised if they do some like wild shit like that.
Yeah. You know how they do.
But it's been over 3 hours. It's the longest episode in 10 Lions podcast history. Quasi came through, gave his crazy ass opinions and logical opinions. There was some were crazy, some were logical, some were reasonable.
I always think logical.
It's been a fire episode 24. This is the Kobe episode. Make sure if you're still here, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. definitely comment. Let me know what your takes are. I'm gonna be breaking these this episode up into different videos and whatnot. So appreciate y'all. Appreciate you, Quasi. My
Yes,
guy.
sir.
We'll definitely be back again. Until next time. Peace.